The You Are Here podcast is brought to you by Anchor.fm. Anchor is a podcasting platform where you can record, edit, upload, distribute. You can do everything on the Anchor app. Everyone asks me, man, how do you put your how do you have a podcast? What are you doing?
Answer? What do you do?
What is it?
What
Dave,
do you do?
What is the answer?
Well, you go to Anchor FM, dude, and they give you the tools to create your own podcast, to monetize, to distribute. They have all these cool tools. They're very accessible.
Easy interface.
Yeah, easy interface,
Boom.
man.
You just go up. You can record right there. You can invite other people to the recording session.
Yeah.
And you just put it up right there. Manage the levels. Do everything.
Yep.
It have no minimum requirement of the audience to start earning money on your podcast.
That's right. So guys, stop asking Mikey questions. Just go to Anchor FM. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Easy.
Anchor.fm to get started. Welcome to the You Are Here podcast. My name is Mike. I am your host, and my co-host David Bellino. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube with the video, Anchor.fm, Castbox, wherever you can find podcasts. Find it there. Also, www.youareherepodcast.co. We could not afford the M. Boom.
It's expensive.
Today, that domain was expensive. But what we got was $1, so we're good.
Hey, dude, we're making our fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Mike. We have a very special day. Every week's special.
Every week is special, dude.
Every week.
Yeah, it's the present.
Yeah. So Dave, how about you take the reins?
It's a gift. You ever
and
hear
let us
that?
know what's going on.
Okay. It's a gift. We're in the present moment, which is a gift.
Yeah.
Today, our
agree.
gift came in a small, blonde, and incredibly cute package. EJ,
What's up?
you're
What's
here,
up?
dude. You're here. Episode
here.
37.
Welcome.
How you feeling? Clap her up. Clap her up.
Good.
She's in the building.
I am here. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
How you feeling?
Good.
Good. Just good.
Yeah.
What kind of good?
Last week, Dave said
wait a
good
sec.
is a placeholder.
Good is a placeholder
Good
for
as a placeholder.
for what?
Oof. Dave,
Yeah.
getting so deep.
Yeah.
This is
right
how it
off
gets
the
over here.
bat.
I do it.
This is
so that's
how
why
it
I
gets
think
over
everyone does the
I
same thing.
know. No, I feel ready, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be a better word.
Like for a roller coaster type of feel. Like I'm online for.
yeah.
And now it's your
like
turn.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. That's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'd rather be like present and not thinking about the past or the future and just ready for whatever is coming my way, dude.
Yeah.
Totally open. This could go terrible,
It could.
you know? But we don't know. It could go great.
But also, what would terrible even look like?
Probably a fight
You'd be
outside.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
Okay.
Me coming back in the room like, I don't know what the heck to do with it.
Sorry.
Just sitting here saying nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
psycho shit. That's
All
how
right.
we go bad. But it's not gonna
Okay,
happen today.
that's not gonna happen.
Mike's taking precautions.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
No fights
Made a couple
today.
calls, a couple texts.
We're protected.
Got the security out the door.
Aaron Johnson.
I feel protected.
Oh, I did it. I did it already. EJ.
It's okay.
Well, you gotta do the
Dave.
full name.
Yeah.
Aaron Johnson,
Aaron Johnson,
That's
also
me.
known as EJ.
known as
That's me
EJ, goes
also.
by EJ.
Yes.
Can we get into where did the name change come from? Can you explain to Mike how that happened?
Oh, yes, Mike. Here's
'Cause-
how it happened.
Yeah.
So it was something I was toying with as far as my brand, you know,
Yes.
am I more of an EJ? And then I was on a sketch comedy team, and there was another Erin
shout
on
out.
the team. Shout out like butter.
Shout out like
Ow.
butter.
Like butter. I like that name.
Yeah,
That
yeah, it's a
sticks.
good name. But there's another Erin on the team, and
Oh, well, there it is.
our director was not happy about having two Erins, and I was like, you know what? I've been like toying with going by EJ. I think I just want to start doing that. So that's how I introduced myself. And I was telling Dave, I prefer to be called EJ on set because if anyone yells at me, it sounds like they're being friendly with like a nickname.
Yeah.
you
And it's
know,
quick.
Like, yeah.
EJ.
EJ, fix this rather
Yeah,
than like
yeah.
Erin. you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
AJ, get out of here.
Yeah. Like, oh, cool. What
There's
a,
like a barrier
nickname.
there,
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's nicer.
You're kicking me out, but at least you're being nice.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
when your mom or your parent is like, David Joseph Foligno, go get inside and
Exactly.
clean
That's the
floor.
worst.
That's the worst, dude.
You know, when you hear
You
the full
freeze up,
name.
you're like,
Yeah.
that's it.
So
Yeah.
so the EJ is like, EJ,
Yeah.
pick it up.
I like
Yeah.
that.
You know?
And my family is huge on nicknames. I don't know
Really?
anyone that actually calls me Erin, like in my family.
What's
I
one of the
feel
best
like.
names in your family?
Oh man, my dad calls me Pod. That's my
Pod?
favorite.
Pod.
Pod.
He calls you Pod.
Like Pod.
We got
God.
pod on the pod.
Pod's
Pod
on
is
the
on the
pod, dude.
Pod is on the pod. You're welcome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
Pod's here. You're on the pod. Pod. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Shout out, Dad.
Hey, Podge.
I hope he listens to this.
Yeah, he
your
will.
pod is here on the pod.
yeah,
on
he
the
just
River.
got an Instagram.
He did.
Boom. There
Shout
we
him
go.
out. Shout him out.
Shout out Bobby Johnson 270 or whatever it is.
Oh my God.
I think
Okay.
maybe it's 700. I
I
don't
want
know.
to get into this with you real quick because I
What?
just heard your last name and it came back to me in a memory. When we were in school together,
Yeah.
we went to Playhouse
You guys were in
Fest.
school. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You meant like middle school or something. I was like,
bro.
what?
She wanted. We're gonna get into it. She you went into your history, your family history. Do you remember this?
I don't know
It
what you're going to
shocked me.
say.
I remember it stuck with me.
Shout out,
Oh,
Gar.
big shout out to the car.
It's the city, man. It's good.
It means we're going up in places.
Do I
dude.
wait? Do I power through this fucking?
Maybe let's wait. It'll stop.
Wait a minute.
God damn it.
Okay, we're good.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Strike one.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, we're good. EJ. So we were in class and
Yes.
you spoke about your family history. I remember, and I was
Mm-hmm.
shook because, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I dreamed this, but you talked about how your family, the Johnson name may not have been. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself. Can you go into
So,
where it comes from?
yes,
Bobby Johnson.
my ancestors on my dad's side were originally named Gibson, and when he came over on a boat, he was a thief and he snuck on, and when he came to America, he changed his name to Johnson because it's a
What?
super common name.
Yeah.
So it's
You won't
hard
stick
to
out.
it's hard to track back. Maybe I'm related to the Gibson guitar people. That's
Yeah,
what
maybe.
I always tell myself.
You might be missing out on something.
I know.
I bet you didn't know that Erin EJ is musically gifted.
I've heard some singing.
Have you?
I snuck on the Instagram.
Okay.
Did you really?
Okay.
I heard some
Great.
things, all right?
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
impressed.
That was
I was
another one of the
impressed.
first times I met you. You had your acoustic guitar. You came into class one day with your acoustic. It was probably
yeah.
one of the first few weeks
Yeah.
that you were in class.
Right.
And I remember I was like, "Oh, here we go." And then you started belting this song, and I was like, "Oh shit,
I think that was for Revival Day.
yes,
I want to say.
it
I
was."
was like, it's not a revival without a song.
"Oh my gosh,
Wow.
you're
I like
right."
Yeah.
What song was it?
What's Revival Day?
Oh man.
You gotta go into it. You gotta go into it now. You gotta talk about.
You know how churches have revivals and it's like everybody
Okay,
comes together
yeah.
and they have guest speakers and just like fire everybody
Yep.
up. So our teacher, Jim Perrick, decided,
shout out.
Shout
what
out,
up? Decided that we needed to have a revival day. It was a passion day. And everyone came in and like got on their pedestal about what they were passionate about. And I wrote a passion song about
Oh,
things I was
hell yeah.
passionate about.
How long
That's
have you
the
been
extra
writing
credit.
music for? How long has that been?
I mean, what is writing music? You know what I mean? Because I feel like I've been making up songs since I knew how to talk. And I would
Yeah,
always
yep.
try to trick my mom. I would be like, Mom, I learned this song in school. You want to hear it? And I would sing it. And she'd be like, that's great, honey. I'm
man.
like, I wrote it. Okay, I had no idea. Cool.
When did you pick up a guitar?
When I was 14,
Whoa.
but I probably didn't actually like really start playing until the past few years.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Did that like run in the family? Any music?
Yes, everybody
Oh, yeah?
plays guitar.
Okay.
Well,
But what?
You're from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, everybody's really talented. But I always sang, so I never had to play the guitar.
Yeah.
And so then I felt like I realized that when I was 14, like, oh, everyone around me is playing something. I
Yeah.
want to play
Wow,
something.
wow.
And then when I was in New York, I asked for my Taylor guitar that I love so much for Christmas because I was like, I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to accompany myself.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing like the kids music classes and stuff.
Got
'cause
you.
It's like,
That's awesome.
yeah, I don't want to have to depend on someone else
Yeah,
to play for me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big decision to make when you're younger, to like take up an instrument.
instrument.
I wish, man.
Yeah.
I tried.
wish.
I tried when I was young. I tried guitar.
Yeah.
I played it for like 3 weeks, learned the Star Spangled Banner, and put it
Nice.
down. Never went back.
Star
It's like,
Spangled Banner.
this isn't fucking Coldplay. Like I can't do this. Can't do Goo Goo Dolls.
I
What do
feel
I do?
like guitar is weird though because no one thinks they're good at it.
Yeah.
Like anyone you talk to that plays guitar is like, "Ugh, I barely play
Yeah,
guitar."
yeah,
The
yeah.
best guitar player in the
Yep.
world is like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Because it's like you learn by playing songs that you like. I guess you can learn scales and whatever,
Yeah.
but as far as like really playing, it's just like song by song.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Was it like a thing where you, I mean, you spoke about why you picked it up, but like you were probably always singing too. Like you said
Yeah.
back in school you were singing.
Yeah.
And then it became like I want to do this on my own.
Right.
So was it
Me
always
just being stubborn.
I just want to sing really bad? Or was it like I want to be a singer-songwriter like those people? Or like was there like someone who stuck out to you that you were like, "Oh my God, that's what I want to do"? Like, do you remember like the first influences you've had
Oh my
with music?
God. Yeah. Well, Dolly Parton.
And shout out.
Dolly. Shout out to Dolly.
Yeah, you're super passionate about Dolly.
I am super
Yeah.
passionate about Dolly because
I love when you
we
go
don't
into-
have to go on.
No, I love
Dolly
when you
right
do.
now.
I love you should. She's very passionate.
I am because so many people don't take her seriously,
Totally.
and she capitalizes on that, and that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But as a Tennessean, she has done so much for the people of Tennessee, with Dollywood providing all of those jobs for the people of East Tennessee. She has an imagination library where if you sign up, she sends you a book so that kids can read because her dad couldn't read. So she's super passionate about the people of Tennessee being literate. And she just has given so much of what she's made away. And I mean, she was one of the first country musicians. I can't imagine, also with the way she looks, like what she's been through, but she never really talks about anything negatively. You know, she's just so grateful for everything that happens to her.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about her until you were working on your characterization of her in class, and like you told me about the backstory and what she's been through.
She was so poor. She's one of 12 kids.
Isn't
Like
that
they
crazy?
were so poor, and that is
And she was mistreated by a lot of her early people she's worked with, men
Yeah,
she's
of
worked with.
course.
Yeah. She had to get through all of that. It was a wild journey for her, man. But I love when you were working on that because I learned a ton about her through your
'cause I
process.
think people are just like, Dolly Parton, haha.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and like, okay, but also she's lived more than 9 lives.
For
you
sure.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really inspiring when like someone like people like come from, you know, the worst
Fucking
conditions.
humble beginnings.
Yeah.
And then like that's my goal in life. I want to like get somewhere and give back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's so like, I don't know. It hits me.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It should. I mean, I feel the same. Like, you know, what do you, if you make it, you make
You'd be nothing
like,
without like those things.
Dude, how much do you think she's rewarded by helping the people who've gone through the things she's gone through? Like,
Right.
you know, she probably gets so much from that.
Of course.
Yeah, providing for others, dude.
Yeah.
You don't need all that. Yeah, dude. And you grew up in Tennessee,
Yes.
and I'm so jealous. I'm jealous of you
Why?
because you grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Why are you jealous?
You want to
of
be on a
that?
farm?
I went on a farm a few times, like ever in my life, like a handful of times in my life. And I was always like blown away by it, how hard everyone works.
Yep.
And like,
Yeah.
I'm just such a suburb kid and like city kid that like, I don't know, it was just shocking. I had such culture shock. I went with my father-in-law to upstate,
Okay.
and the neighbor comes over and they're on this like farmland. And he's got cows. He's got cattle.
Right.
And he goes, okay. You know, hey, knocks on the door, totally expecting us to just hop in the car and go help him.
Yeah.
Just expecting.
Right.
I'm like, well, we're in the middle. And he's like, no, come on. Oh, okay, shit. He takes us over to his property. One of the cattle is sick, has worms, right? So he wants to give him a shot for something. I don't know. I'm in total culture shock right now. And I'm on the farm. It's snowing. It's the middle of winter. And he goes, all right, this guy's 70 years old. You, dude, built, like big guy. And he grabs the head of the thing and is like, you pull the feet and we're going to get it in the barn, dragging this
Oh
cow
my gosh.
into the barn.
I can't imagine you.
Dude,
doing
I was freaking out. And we get in the barn and there's another bull in there, or like bull, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So running around the fucking barn.
Oh, jeez, that's scary.
And my father-in-law just takes a lasso, and he's from Brazil. He's like a gaucho,
Wow.
like he's a
Wow.
fucking legit
Yeah.
That's awesome.
cowboy. And he just lassos this shit, and the thing's fucking running around the stable, and like he just hooks it,
No.
and like fucking stops this bull, dude. And I'm like, holy shit. And then homie who owns the farm is like, hey, go up there and get another bale of hay for the sick cow. I'm like, all right. He goes, get one that's like more yellow green, right? So I climb up this little ladder. Dude, no, wait. I climb this little ladder in the corner. It's like a little wood ladder. And I pop the fucking top of the hatch open. And there's like bales of hay blocking my view. I punch one out.
Right.
And there's this goat staring in my face and just like, bah, and fucking runs away. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking for yellow green hay, and it all looks fucking yellow green. Like, it was such a different language. You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
what I was used to. It was so different. But I felt like something was fulfilled by like taking like a 300-pound like fucking tub of food and like rolling it into their like the cattle space, and like it was fucking dope. But it was just so different.
Yeah.
And I'm always so curious about the way you grew up, because I saw like a hint of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this seems like an adventure every day. Like
Right.
you're
Well, like those hay bales were a playground.
They were a
We have
playground
So
for
many
you.
pictures of me and my brother on top
so
of the hay
wild.
bales.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of like, I assume like just time with your family alone. Like it's you have this gigantic property.
Right.
You stay home.
Right.
You work the land.
Right.
You eat dinner together.
Yeah.
And then the days just keep going that way.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I
I
mean?
mean, it's not
Like beyond the horizon type
I
shit.
didn't like work the land.
Right.
You know?
Not you specifically.
But like my dad, when he was growing up, they had the biggest dairy farm in West Tennessee. And like they worked the land. Like now we have like corn and cotton and stuff, and like I'm not out there picking it. But they have machines for that now.
Yeah.
But
It's more low key. It's more modern.
yeah, exactly.
It's hip. It's a hip farm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The bougie farm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my dad to this day like hates milk.
Shout out the farm. What's the name of the farm?
Dad hates milk.
Johnson
yeah,
Farm?
Johnson Farm.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Johnson Farm.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out Johnson Farm.
Yeah, get your cotton and corn from Johnson Farm. I love that. That's a first, huh? There we got a farm. We're shouting out.
Shout out the farm.
Yeah. I'm jealous and I'm curious.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, I think it shaped.
Yeah, how
One,
did it shape
I never had shoes on, which is great.
Wow,
and
that's
like
awesome.
I was always outside. And
Yeah.
like I had chores. Like one of the first things I would get up and feed some of that hay to my horse, you
What?
know.
To your
and, like,
horse?
Yeah, and that was like a part of what I did every morning.
You had a horse.
I did.
What was your horse's name?
Crystal.
Crystal.
She lived to be like 20 years old.
Wow.
She was a
Damn.
very old, very stubborn horse.
You rode Crystal?
Yeah. I loved
What
her
what
so
color
much.
was she?
White.
Wow.
She was white with big blue eyes. My
white
uncle called her
stallion.
Frank, like Frank Sinatra.
Oh man.
My God. Wow. You
Yeah.
had a horse.
Yeah. And like that was just a part of like you get up, you do what you take care of, like who you need to take care of, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah. But we were
Wow.
like, but I feel like that's part of the reason why I like New York so much, because you're like in the middle of it, because we were not.
You were away
growing
from
up.
it.
Yeah, like you would have to drive into town and
Yep.
drive to school, and like especially when I was in high school and people were doing things, you know, I had to
Yeah,
like stay in
yeah.
town. I couldn't like go home.
Got you.
And so I think now I like appreciate what that taught me, but I like being in the middle of it.
You like
now,
being in the center of
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that,
Yeah.
dude. It's I don't know. I watch kids grow up in different ways, and I'm just like, I just want to know what it's like to be a kid in that environment, you know?
It was
It's gotta
fun.
be different but fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think also like a lot of gross stuff happens on a farm, and you're
That's
not
true.
grossed out by it. Like it's pretty hard to gross me out.
Really?
I think. Yeah, just like with animals living and dying, and you know,
Oof, man. Yeah, so you
stuff
were
that
introduced.
happens.
This is pretty crazy.
What?
Well, I'm just thinking about it. Like you were introduced to death at probably an early age, right? Like just being around the
Yeah.
I think it
livestock.
tells a lot about like the food processing and stuff too.
Totally.
You know what
Where
I
you
mean?
get your stuff from.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, for sure. It's weird too because like my parents think organic is like some hippy dippy term. Like, what do you think is in your backyard?
Yeah.
Like, you're growing organic, but like you
You
don't.
don't even
Yep.
realize that's what
Yeah,
you're doing.
you just think that that's some like weird marketing
Yeah.
term, but like,
It's like you're just using a farm.
yeah,
yeah.
it's like that's what
all you're doing.
this is. Yeah, I don't know. They're so like blown away by all these terms because I guess the huger farms are grosser and
Yeah.
not, you know, it's
Yeah.
just they can't even fathom like what that would look like. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your parents' thoughts on like when you said like I'm moving to New York, I want to act, I want to do music, I'm moving to New York.
Yeah, I feel like that's a whole 360.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had acted all my life, but when I first moved to New York, I came for an internship, and they were so proud. They were like,
okay.
our baby's going to New York for an internship. Like, she's going to take the city by storm.
Yeah,
da-da-da.
yeah.
And then I decided I didn't want to leave. And they were like, oh,
Oh, because they thought you were coming back.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did too.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be here from January to May and then go home and graduate and like continue on
Wait,
life in
graduate
Tennessee.
from college?
Yeah, it was my last semester that I came here.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you didn't you
I went home to graduate and then I
then you
immediately
booked it?
came right
Oh
back.
man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I feel like it's a mix of they want me to be happy and they want me to make money versus like we believe you can do anything you really want to do.
That's really sweet.
That's
you
awesome.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
amazing.
I feel like my mom is definitely more practical.
Shout
Like,
out, Mom.
hey, mom,
Wow.
try to make sure I'm making enough money. But I think my dad is really just like, go for it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Super supportive.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? So you're in the city, right?
Yeah.
You have your internship.
Yeah.
Where does that take you? Your internship? Like you come back from graduation. What is life like?
Oh, that's
I don't know this part of your story. I don't know.
man.
I genuinely
Well,
don't know.
I had an internship at Zach Posen.
Shout out.
And shout out to Zach Posen. And it was so hard, but I thought I was having fun. You know, when I look back on it now,
So
I'm
difficult.
like, interesting. I was like so broke, like trying to be in this fashion world, just
Oh,
like working my
dude.
ass off for nothing.
We have a tie in the fashion world.
Cool.
I used to work for Michael Kors. Shout out.
Oh, no way.
So I know what the fashion life is like.
up?
Damn, yeah.
I was in the facilities department. I wasn't
Okay.
part of any fancy stuff. But
Yeah.
I was like changing light bulbs, but like it was tough, man.
That's what I'm doing now, dude.
Crazy
culture's
in
tough.
there. Yeah. The thing about it, there was no one for me to look up to. Like my boss, I was like, I don't want your life. You're 35 and your mom still pays for your apartment. Like it just everything. I was like, no one is making money here.
Yeah.
Everyone is struggling and no one's nice to each other.
Nobody.
Like it
Yep.
not a supportive. You're not making money, but we're all in it together.
Nope.
It's just like,
Yeah.
let's also tear each other down every day.
It's also like passively aggressively like rip each other apart every day.
Yeah. Like no one wanted to eat. One time, the girl I was working with, shout out to Allison, asked my
shout out.
boss, like, aren't you hungry? And she was like, I've been hungry for 10 years.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, I had like a turkey and cheese sandwich every day. I was like, I need to eat. This is what I eat. But no, so I went home and graduated and then came back and was like, I'm going to do acting.
Wow.
Because
What was it? Why?
I realized in Tennessee, doing acting as a career is not really a possibility.
Of course.
Yep.
And once I
imagine.
was here and I realized, oh, people are doing this thing that I love as a job
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I have to stay here and do this, you know? And yeah, so I just came back, was like, this is what I'm doing. And there was a little bit of tension. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what? That wasn't the plan. But
That's
Yeah.
like life decisions.
yeah,
How old were you when you made that decision?
21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a bold decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was about? Like when you had that acting like bug, like what was it? Did you always want to do it? Was it like something innate in you that like you just always wanted? You were always a part of musicals.
Yeah. I
or-
mean, I was performing since I was like 4.
I didn't know this either.
Yeah. Well, I sang everywhere.
right.
So I like got the performance bug
So
by
you're performing in
singing.
front of people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where?
I sang
Like, what
on
would
the
you do?
Christian radio when I was 4.
Whoa.
The Christian radio.
The
like,
Christian
that's the
radio.
one.
Yeah.
But no, my aunt was the Christian singer, and so she like got me involved in that. And then I
didn't know
started working with this vocal coach who we like constantly had shows, and
Yeah.
so I was doing that, and then I got cast in my first play when I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
And that so it was always something I did and loved, but I just didn't realize until I was here
Yep.
that like this can be something I do for the rest of my life for real.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. How'd you feel when you started getting into it? Like, was there, oh man, I can imagine, but like, were you like, am I making the right decision?
Yeah.
Planning this? You seem so,
Yeah, you seem like you got like
dude,
take every decision. You're like, all right, this is it.
everything I've ever
Yeah.
seen
Here
you
you
do
go.
is like a, I've got this, and not only do I have this, like I've got this 10 steps ahead of where I'm at right now. Like
Yeah.
I've got it under control.
Yeah.
Like you always come off that way. Like you're never scared.
good.
You're never afraid.
Well,
But I assume that, of course, there's fear involved in
I
every
mean,
decision.
a little bit, but also like, what is there really to be scared of?
You're talking the wrong
Yeah,
guy, dude. You're talking the
You're
wrong
gonna
guy.
start naming.
Yeah, you want to hear some fears?
No, but
Everything.
I think it was alarming for me that summer to like go. There was a Legally Blonde the musical audition, and I like shout out.
Shout out Renee.
I shout out Legally Blonde.
Reese Witherspoon.
Shout out Reese Witherspoon. No, I like worked so hard for that audition, and it was a non-union
Yeah.
call, and I got up at like 4 a.m. and I
we in
went and
school?
I signed up.
At this time?
No.
Okay, this
no,
is before.
This was like that summer.
Got you.
And I was like ready. I had like done my vocal lessons. I had talked to my vocal coach at home and here, and I got my whole book together. I was so ready. Like, this is going to be it. You know, I really felt like this is my thing.
Yeah.
And I got there, and there's this like line of ladies, you know, and the casting director is sitting just like going through it, hardly looking at you. Like, next.
Yeah.
And I got up and I was like, good morning. And she paused, and I was like, I'm going to get it.
Oh,
You know, it was just that pause of her like taking me in. And then she was like, okay, next. Like I shouldn't have paused. Like it was obvious that I was next, but I was waiting because I was like, she wants me.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, like, get out.
Like, she just dismissed it, huh?
Yeah.
She said, keep moving.
Yeah. But
That's so funny, though.
that was the only audition that sticks out to me because I like really, really wanted that. And it was before I really knew how auditions went that like at a non-union call, they might be looking for like one random person that looks like this and sings like this and like has this on their resume. And I was just thinking like, they need Elle, you know? Of course they need Elle, and they're going to find her in a non-union call. Like,
right, totally.
That's where Elle is waiting.
Yeah, Elle's
It's
going to be
me.
in the non-union call. But that's the kind. This is really cool. That's the kind of thoughts you have early on, where you're like
Yeah.
kind of not ignorant. You just don't know. You're unaware.
Yeah.
So you assume like, oh, I'm going to walk into this room, and they're looking for. You don't know how it
Right,
works. You're just like,
exactly.
yeah, I'm perfect for this, and I'm going to get it.
Don't they know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
meanwhile, there's like 100 other people.
Yeah, but you don't think about that. You kind of have
Right.
those irrational thoughts of like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this thing.
Yeah. It's
Maybe-
so interesting too that like that summer and going into that year before I started studying at HB Studio after that. Shout out to HB. But like to think now that like I called myself an actor is kind of funny
Dude,
to
me too. Me too.
That like I did, like going on this audition, like no, you're going to a non-union open call. Like it's not really an audition.
It's like,
But I don't know.
it
You hear
is.
these stories and like, I don't know, get it in your head that they can find you. But I think it's more important to work on projects with people who
I agree.
know and love you.
I agree.
And like
I agree
really
totally.
feel fulfilled than like spend your time getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
waiting for someone to be like,
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, I remember like when I started out, I was like, I was like with my friends at the time. They're like, dude, you can do this. And it was like the first time I was like, wow, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know, they think I do it. I'll do it. And they're like, okay, you got to commit to working out. Get your hair cut every week. Like these were the terms. These were the terms. Yeah. Like
This is how to be.
that's what we believed. Like that's what we believed. I didn't know.
Yeah.
We were outside the world
Yeah.
that when I was in the world, it was like fish out of water, like right away. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know anything. And all I know is like get fit and like fake it till you make it, someone told me. And I was like, right. So that's how they do it. Right. And it was just so many fucking run my head against the wall, like auditions and like stutter through everything I've ever tried to do.
Yeah.
Get cast in something and be terrible in it, you know? And then you find a place finally where like, you know, you learn a way of doing a thing, actual way of like learning the craft. There was no tangible way for me to act.
Right.
Before someone said like, not someone, Andre and Jim said like, you got to do it this way. Try to do it this way for 2 years. At the end, you can say, fuck you. But just train at this thing this way. It's just so fucking wild. Like before that, it's just a scramble. And you're just trying to make it work.
And it's so crazy to think that like, it doesn't really matter how fit you are or what your hair looks like.
Doesn't matter at all.
Maybe it did 10 years ago, honestly. I feel like it has changed. The culture has changed a lot with it. So like people appreciate real people and that's definitely more of a thing than it used to be. But yeah, it's like
trying to fit into the box that you're not in.
Exactly.
That was all I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Trying to fake it till I make it. Like I'm gonna dive into this like perfect looking man category that like is just
that's what an actor is.
Yeah, and I'll get cast.
Yeah.
And those are the movies you were probably watching. And
right.
like, I
want
to do that.
Totally.
Yeah.
And my friends were watching like, that's what you
How
have
do I
to
get that?
See?
How do I be that?
But we were talking about it in the car, like the you don't quite know how you are, like how you come off to people.
Yeah.
And in your mind you're like this one thing, and then you lean away from the thing that you may be essentially more like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you don't like the fact that you're like this way.
Right.
In life. Like if I said like that leading man shit, like if I was like, oh, I'm just that fucking Rob Glasgow.
Yeah.
Handsome Rob leading man.
Shout out Rob.
Shout out Rob Glasgow. We're gonna get into Rob Glasgow in a second. If I like tell myself I'm that, and then I go out for only those things, I'm missing this whole other thing that the thing I probably am more like.
Right.
That definitely isn't fucking perfect looking and like, you know, things I would never think of, but like someone had to tell me like, just, you know, this may be your type, man. Like start working on things outside the box that you're used to.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's like narrow-minded and like
it's super narrow-minded.
It's like, I think it's really important that like, especially those periods of like first starting out and like you're kind of getting what you are and like you start realizing that it's not just those roles. You kind of start shaping what you want to be doing. Right.
Yeah. No, I was telling Dave, I feel like it was hard for me to accept when I walk into a room. I like am the bubblegum silly girl. I'm like, I want to show you something deeper and darker. Like, maybe you just need to like go with what you're giving off. Be aware of that, accept it, and like if they have 30 seconds to see you, don't confuse them with some like weird depressing shit. Just like go with the bubblegum. You are funny. Like do it, you know, and not try to be so many other
It's a weird
things.
Game, right? It's like obviously you're an artist,
right?
You
like,
feel
of
things
course
deeply.
we have layers. Of course there's
and you're gonna have time to show those things and
Yeah.
express those things in your work,
right?
But those 30 seconds you get, you know, like where someone's like, who's this fucking kid? Like who's this
lean
girl?
into it.
I mean, maybe I haven't done it yet, but like I want to like lean into that more, you know, because I feel like I've been like cast in like this one type of way.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to like, you know, do a different way, just explore a different way of doing the thing. You know.
Although both my agents have told me I'm tomboyish. I'm like, I don't know what vibe.
Tomboyish.
My mom said maybe they think they mean country. That there's like
maybe like that farm
like
girl.
Salt to the
earthy
earth.
element.
But I can see that.
I'm like tomboy.
I don't know what, no shoes.
Have you met me?
No shoes.
But that's still not a tomboy thing.
I don't know, but I think it is like I love to wear my like big plaid shirts
Oh,
and
yeah.
you know,
That makes
like
sense a little bit.
I see that.
I can
but
see it.
also
Where's your fashion aesthetic come from? I'm wondering. I'm
what do
curious.
you mean?
I'm curious about like how you pick your clothes and your hair. I'm just curious.
It's funny you asked that because like last week I was saying I don't have a sense of style, and my friend Lee, shout out Lee, was like,
Lee.
"You're the crazy pattern lady."
Oh,
Am I the crazy?
You like a pattern?
lady?
You like
I
a
love
pattern.
a pattern. I love mixing a pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like loud clothes.
Okay.
And I think that's okay. I think
Yeah.
I was self-conscious about how loud my clothes can be.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then it's like, no, that's what I like to wear.
Yeah.
I love to wear color. I can't not. Like, I go to a store, I'm like, you're going to buy something black. Only black
Dude,
things.
remember like months ago, I just wore black.
You were on a kick of black for a long
dude.
time.
I
yeah.
try that.
long
and
time.
then
Yeah.
when I try it on, I'm like, this is,
But now I'm like,
I know.
can't do
That's
it.
a weird feeling.
Yeah.
When you're like, I know this is going to look good. I know it. And you put it on, you're like, it doesn't feel
I
right.
need some life on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
and when you wear all black, it just looks the same. You're
Yeah,
like, and
that's
you're
true.
buying like different stuff that's all black. You're like,
And
it
it still
just looks the same. dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Or like if I
I'm
wear all
popping now.
black, then I'll have like huge earrings and a huge
Yeah,
dang crazy
yeah,
shoe.
yeah.
Like I'll
Yeah.
still make
I always
up
try to be
for it in
different.
some way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always try to be different.
You have a good fashion sense, dude.
I try. I like
You do.
fashion. I
You
like
do.
fashion. a
try.
lot.
You have a good fashion sense.
I'm like the contractor right now. Though. I don't know. What's going
I
on.
like the look though.
That's a
I like
look.
that. I feel like that's my look. That's like what I like to wear. Is like I
Just laying
love
some
boots because if it rains, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
No, it's
big
true.
sweaters are nice because like it's
yeah.
good for every temperature. I don't know. I just
Good
feel
for hugs, you know.
it's good for hugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what
for
my
hugs.
aesthetic
I
is.
dress for hugs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
The carpenter look.
I love that.
I spoke about Rob Glasgow before, Handsome Rob. I call him Handsome Rob.
Yes.
I've talked to you about
Is he
Handsome
on
Rob.
the?
Handsome Rob isn't on there.
No.
Is he on?
One day he will be.
No.
He should be.
He will be on there. Maybe we could just put a picture of him
Yeah,
next to
just go
sticky note.
ahead. I love it.
I'm jealous of you again.
Why?
I'm very jealous of you because you live with Handsome Rob.
Just the jealousy.
Yeah,
And I'm jealous. That's my boyfriend. You live with my boyfriend.
I do.
You live with the guy. I just think he's the most attractive man on planet Earth, dude. It's just stupid.
I love it. I love it.
It's a real thing, though. You know, it's a real thing. I just
No,
think
I know.
it's stupid
I know.
how handsome this guy is. He just walks
And
in a
he
room.
always
and you're
looks
just
that way. I hate to
Does-
disappoint or confirm. I
I'm
don't
so
know.
jealous, dude. I'm so jealous.
He
What do you
doesn't
mean?
have a
He
bad
gets out of
look.
bed.
Yeah, like he doesn't get out of bed like, oof. Like I feel like I have 800 looks. Like I can look like hell or I can look really nice. But he just always looks
He
good.
always looks good.
Yeah.
Man, what is it? Why?
I don't know.
Hair could be crazy.
But it's not
It's never.
ever really. Yeah.
How is it living with Rob?
It's great.
You went into a bit in the car, but like,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
a great roommate.
Such a good roommate.
See, I'm fucking jealous.
And he's so clean.
I've never seen him.
dude,
I want to know. Now I'm like, well, who is this guy?
dude,
Where is he?
you're not ready, dude. You're not ready. You're not ready, bro. You're gonna see just his jawline. You're gonna be like,
Oh
what
my
the fuck?
No, but he's so considerate. But
See, he's so considerate.
he works on his body.
Yes,
Oh.
he
You
does.
know.
He's a soul,
that's
cycle,
fair.
soul
If
cycle instructor.
he's a soul cycle instructor. He
Oh.
also
Oh.
goes to the gym.
There you
He
go.
doesn't just teach class.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he goes to the gym,
Yeah.
he personal trains. Like
Eats right.
that is a priority for him.
yep.
And he takes it seriously. Where like I do not.
He like kind of.
I work out.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
not
During school,
like that.
I would watch. I wouldn't even talk to him about it. I would just watch what he ate,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
He eats
What do
so
you
well.
eat? Like I like took after Rob with a lot of the stuff I
Oh,
eat
the
now.
turkey, the
I
ground
just- I didn't even
turkey
tell Rob.
He
I would
eats
just
like
watch him.
protein,
vegetables. He's
and
very-
vegetables.
yeah.
He has his protein powder. He has his smoothies. But you know what? Him and Kelly, I'm telling you,
Shout out
Rob.
Kelly. Shout out Kelly.
Shout out Kelly. They have like 3 cookies a night. They
That's
also
fair.
just like have their. I don't feel like
This is an inside scoop.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like drama. I'm
don't,
excited.
I don't think he would be mad about this,
Whoa.
but
You heard it here first. Sorry, Rob.
so healthy that it's like fun for them to have
Yeah,
that guilty.
for sure.
And if you've taught 3 soul
You
cycle
can have
classes,
3
you can
cookies.
definitely
You need a cookie
have
after
as
that.
many
Yeah.
cookies
Oh,
as
yeah.
you want.
The rules are a cookie every class.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
exactly.
Cookie every class you do.
We gotta get
Exactly.
Rob on here too. He's gonna
Yeah.
come on
Hell
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous. I just wanted to say that. To you. I'm just jealous.
You can come over anytime.
Thanks, dude. He had me over. It was me, him, and Pup.
Yeah. I heard Pup was mad at you.
Pup is a cute little chihuahua that
Oh.
Erin is the mother of.
Yes, I am.
She's a cutie. She's a little scared.
Oh
She's
no.
always scared.
Yeah. Well, she's so tiny that I feel
Yeah.
like you should be scared.
Would be
Yeah,
scared. Yeah.
Right?
You know,
She's
anything
4
could happen.
pounds.
Yeah. And she's 4 pounds. Dude, she's like,
Little.
but she dives into him.
Yeah.
She like dives into Rob now.
Yeah.
I see them together and it's like this giant dude and like this 4-pound thing and she's just like diving into him. Dude, it's so funny.
It is.
It's so funny.
He always comments because I don't even know she's there, and I'll just scoop her up. He's like, oh, that scoop.
You walk out
He
the
can't get the scoop. But like his forearm is too big for her,
Yeah.
where like she fits
Perfect on yours,
my
right?
Wow.
Yeah. You guys are tight, you and Pop, man.
Yeah.
That's your girl.
It is.
I remember when I met her, man. She was so scared. But she's like angry when you answer the door. She's like screaming at the door.
She's gotten better.
She's gotten better.
We got a personal training session for her, and she doesn't do that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a changed dog.
She was a bit different. She was different than I remembered.
Yeah.
It had been like over a year.
Well, I think too, living where we live now, it's just quieter
Yeah,
in general.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she doesn't feel like she has to tell everybody what's up
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm going to... Sorry, I steered this away from you. I'm steering it back to EJ. So, EJ. I'm going to just get cozy here
Get comfy.
for a second.
Okay.
I want to talk about back to when you started acting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what were the first few things that you threw yourself into? Like the audition was huge, right? Like that open call.
Yeah.
That was a big moment. So you that happens.
Yeah.
The next moment probably doesn't feel so good, right? Like you leave the theater. How did you feel? How did you like conjure up the okay, next thing?
Oof.
It took a couple days.
Yeah, that one
Sure.
hit hard.
Yeah, you prepared your ass off.
Yeah. And I just like, you know, when you really think like this is it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I don't
dude,
think that
believe.
a lot.
Yeah.
But I really did. And
Worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
yeah, it hit me pretty hard.
Yeah.
But then I just started going to
To
more.
HB Studios you went to then?
Yeah.
And you
And
you were there
I-
for how long?
Like 3 or 4 years.
Whoa.
I found a teacher I loved. He passed away right before I started at Playhouse West,
man.
actually.
Rest in
And
peace.
I know, Joe. But
Peace, Joe.
it just HB really broke me too in
Really?
a good way, because I had like a very elementary musical way of acting, of just like presenting everything you do. And they took me to a place of like, you could be saying nothing and you're probably more interesting.
The subtlety and the humanness
Yeah,
of you.
just like watching you wait is more interesting than
Wow.
any kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing you put on. So I feel like they really helped me get out of that, and that like any scene can seem boring, but you can bring whatever you want to. You know,
Yeah.
it could just be, hey, how are you? Fine, blah, blah, blah. But like, where are you coming from? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Like, what are you trying to get? You
Yeah,
know, just
yeah.
like finding the life and the fun
Yeah.
in everything, really.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how'd you find me? Not Playhouse. How'd you find me?
What do you
I'm gonna just make it personal. Because you got the Playhouse, but I was there
You are there.
waiting for you. So how'd you find me? How did our paths cross? How did you find the school?
Oh, so Jessica Pinfield. Shout out Jessica.
Shout out Jessica.
She
Sup,
was
Jess?
in the original class at Playhouse. What, do you know her?
No, he just went. This is a really cool shout out.
What's up, Jess?
Shout out.
She had been to HB Studio with me.
Got
and
you.
she was in the
Oh.
original class.
Did you know Ines at
Playhouse.
HB or no?
No, I
you
didn't.
never met. Wow.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
But she was like, I'm going to school. You would love it. She kept trying to get me in, even to the classes before. But I think I worked during the day then. I was like, those are
Fate.
weird times.
Kismet.
Yeah.
We would have met each other. We would have been.
It's a cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult.
It's a small cult.
It's a small cult.
That's all I know.
It is. But no, then I went, and I feel like the day that I went, you were doing an exercise.
Oh no! Wait.
And you forgot the glue. And Jim told you, like, you should have left the stage and gone to a place and gotten the glue, and that would have been more real than you, like.
And wait, what was Dave's reaction? Tell me what Dave's reaction
I
was.
think he was just like, yeah, wow. Yeah, you're right. Do you know what I'm talking about?
100% remember that.
Yeah.
He's like, if you, hey.
So let me set the scene.
Yeah,
It's like an activity where Dave is supposed to be like making a craft or something, and he obviously could not make the craft because he forgot to bring the glue. So he's having this scene, this interaction, but he's not doing what he's there to do because he is missing a crucial
Dave.
part of it. but he's still just like doing the scene, but it doesn't have the purpose because he can't.
It was such a
make the
lesson.
craft.
It was a beautiful. You caught me in a beautiful learning moment.
It's like something I still remember of like, you can't make up for that if you're missing a crucial part. Like you're missing.
That was
a
so
crucial
brutal,
part.
man. When that would happen to you, when you'd have those, like, I mean, in the best way. But Jim would be, I remember him saying, like, you could literally have gotten up and left for the store and gotten that glue, and it would have been more realistic than what you just did. It would have been more honest than what you just did. And I was like, you're right. You can't fight. You cannot fight that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and in the early stages of the thing, you're trying to create these activities that like are so meaningful that you have to get done. You're on a clock, and you have to have a real reason why you're doing it, right? And we would do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes there'd be like a big hole in the filling out process, like, I don't have glue. And I wasn't thinking I don't have glue. I was just like, I'm going to make this thing happen because it's a struggle, it's meaningful, and it's time. It's on a clock. And because I didn't think of the glue, I got chewed out for a second there, for more than a second.
Yeah.
But that's so funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
That's how I met you, Dave.
Wow. 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 What's one of those memories that you have about your journey? Because I want to see if I remember all of the ones that you went through. I feel like you were just spot on all the time.
What do you mean?
You were just crushing all the
like,
time.
when
Just
did I get
killing
in
it the
trouble?
whole
Yeah, you always crushed it. You always crushed it.
No,
She was always ahead of, like,
well,
because you've done a ton of work.
yeah, I think I don't ever remember like getting in trouble for anything except for me and Samantha's final scene. I feel like I never felt like I really got there.
I remember
actually,
that. I remember
that was a struggle because I feel like there was just a lot going on, and I had put the play on a pedestal, so it was hard for me to get there.
Yep.
Which sucked because we had just come off doing Dolly, and I like felt so good about so many things. Yeah. And then I was like, why can't I get there with this?
Sometimes it's the work. It's sometimes you pick a scene or a play, and you work with somebody, and in the beginning it's like you're cruising. You're like, oh, this is perfect for this.
Yeah.
And then you're in life circumstance happens, and then the way you connect to the script changes, and it just doesn't work the same.
Yeah.
And our job is to like find a way, but we were on a time crunch. We were in the last few weeks of our training.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember that was a struggle.
There was just like so much pressure, and like the first scene we did from it was like not a lot going on, but we made it funny.
Yes.
And that ended up being like my favorite scene, even though there wasn't that much. But like the one where she dies, I like got in my head of like, she just shot herself.
Oh my God, that's right. She would leave, and then that was the moment she shot herself, and then you had to stay there and go
like
through that.
Experience that.
That's a lot of pressure.
It was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't feel good about it.
No, that's okay. It's unfinished.
Yeah.
You got Sam.
Sam, we gotta do this thing.
He's gotta get back on his feet. We gotta get through this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that.
Yeah. But nothing else really sticks out as like detrimental.
Maybe not detrimental. Maybe something that just
Like learnings.
a moment that stuck out to you in the training, in the process of it.
In a good way?
In a good way.
Oh.
Oh, hey, no.
I remember one time we were doing the spine exercises. So if you're listening, the spine of a character
still here.
Tell him.
is like what makes or breaks you. Like it might be your family, it might be success in your job. Like there's like one thing that is like what you live for.
You have one. You have one. Everyone has one.
Everybody has one. Yeah, even if you don't know.
Even if you don't know.
Driving
A lot
you.
of people aren't aware.
Yeah. But we did the spine exercise where Andrea was teaching that day, and she wanted it to happen in like 30 seconds. And I feel like a lot of times we're so indulgent as actors of like, I'm not there yet. And like, I just need to feel this out.
yeah.
Oh,
and
so
like,
she forced it.
She forced the preparation.
and
on 30 seconds.
that I did it, and I was so proud. I'm still proud of myself for that moment, because I realized when you know what works for you, and in that moment, I felt I really discovered that like, this is gonna sound hippy dippy.
No.
It's okay.
Say it.
That's what we are.
I grew up in a haunted house also, and on the farm.
We got to talk about
And
this.
I feel like I can feel the energy of places.
Uh-huh.
And I discovered that like I can get somewhere so much faster if I can like relax enough to feel the energy. And in that moment, I was creating the circumstance, but I was like, but what would it feel like to be in this room? And that's what's happening. And it just like tore me apart so quickly.
Yeah.
And it was like fascinating to learn that I could do that you didn't have to have 5 hours of like working myself up into this. It's just like put yourself there, feel it in your whole body, and then like boom.
Yeah.
It was done.
Breakthrough. That's a total breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you had a good day that day too.
I think I did.
Do you remember?
I don't remember that specific one. I remember one with Marina. I think I worked with Marina once ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like in improvisation, anything.
Yeah.
Really?
I swear, like ever. And
Shout out Marina.
shout out Marina.
What's up, Marina?
Marina G. I gotta read something she sent me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Sunshine, EJ Sunshine's in the building right now. I'm so excited. Isn't she just so positive, man? She just
She is the sunshine.
She brings the sunshine into the
Got a
room.
lot brighter than you.
I was working with Marina, and I was preparing in the old space with the alley, right?
Yeah,
So there's like a door, and you go outside, and there's like this alley between two buildings, and we're supposed to prepare there. And I remember I was having trouble with preparation for a while. I was like, how am I gonna force this out? And I was like, I kept saying like, relax.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna let go today. That was like my mission. Like, do not create a preparation.
Right.
Whatever happens to happen.
Right.
Cool. This idea of like truly relax and let go of like creating a thing is the hard. Was so hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's so hard. But you can't do it until you do that. Like you can't express it really honestly until you let go.
Yeah.
And you're not present until you really let go. And I was out there, and I'm like, this thing hit me. It was something I've never thought of before in my life, and my imagination just took it and ran. I remember coming through the door, and Marina's face was like horror, and I remember like just wanting to like fold into her, like it was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
But after that moment, I was just like, oh, I can do that. I don't have to have like this stranglehold on my preparation, or like anything meaningful in me. Like I can have one idea, a slight idea, and just relax.
Yeah.
Just see where it takes me. And if it's this much, it's that much. And if it's, but that's the game. You have to let go. In order to do it, you have to let go. But that was a big moment for me, man. That was a big moment for me. Marina, dude, that was the only time we worked together.
Guys, I gotta do something
That's
again.
crazy.
Yeah, I missed that. And did we ever work together on anything? Me and you?
We did an impediment together. I remember that was really
What?
sweet.
Like one thing? How does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you
2 years.
always like get stuck working with the same, not stuck, but like because everyone's on a little bit of a different timeline.
That's
so
true.
like if you're finishing something but you're not there yet, then you just kind of continue to
with
keep
the same
working.
person or the same two people. Like you'd finish a scene and she'd still be working on it. That's what it was. I forgot.
Right. Yeah. It was
You'd be
like
with the same
hard to
people.
line things
Yeah,
out.
yeah. What a whirlwind, huh?
I know.
It's so weird. We were looking at pictures and like going through the past, dude.
The yearbook.
Oh yeah, like
Playhouse
basically,
The
yeah.
yearbook,
Marina like
The
fucked off for
yearbook
like a
of
month,
iPhone.
and she would the yearbook of the iPhone, and she would fucked up for a month and like just refuse to like study, but she would just like come in with her phone and like secretly record people and like take pictures of people for a month. I don't know what she was doing. She'll tell you about it, but she's showing us all the pictures today and videos and shit. It's just funny.
It is.
It's a different life.
But I came out of that whole experience and I can confidently say that I'm an actor.
Straight
now,
up. Artist too.
Yeah. That like I have a process.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing. It's unique to me,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty priceless.
The cool
and,
thing-
like, worth all the weird things we put ourselves through.
Yeah. I think the coolest part is just what you said. Like
Yeah.
you have such a confidence in that. Like you walk into a room now, and you talk to me about this sometimes, like the uncertainty of things and feeling like, can I not sometimes? Putting yourself through like a rigorous thing like that. And I still battle my doubts and stuff. But you're capable. You'll have a way.
Yeah.
And so if you're in a room, and it sounds fucked up, but like if you're in a room, that you can really fucking do some work. And if they're gonna hire you, great. And if not, that's okay. You still know how to work.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. There's a real peace to that.
Yeah.
A bit. It's a bit more peaceful.
I think of it as like a toolbox.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what we call it.
Yeah.
What a lifetime. I want to read this thing Marina sent me. I want
Yeah.
to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Marina Gasparian.
We can get into questions probably after that too.
Okay. We'll get into
We're at
questions.
an hour, dude.
Are we really?
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that fast, dude? It's too fast.
Time, dude.
This is me and Rob Glasscott in training.
It looks like your dad.
You want to see?
That's cute.
Me and Robbie Glasscott.
You
Okay.
look cute.
I'll read the thing from Marina. Okay. It's from The Pavilion by Craig Wright. At every single moment, the whole creation is beginning again, stretching the tent of the present moment to bursting, and the waves that push up through the oceans, and the waves that push up through the stars, and the waves that push upwards through history are the same waves that push up through us. And so we have to say yes to time, even though it means speeding forward into memory, forgetfulness, and oblivion. Say no to time. Hold on to what you were or what she was. Hold on to the past, even out of love, and I swear it will tear you to shreds. The universe will tear you to shreds. How you feel, Michael, after that?
I don't know what to think. What do I think?
I love reading something to him and just seeing what he
Yeah,
thinks. I just love this
I
part.
want you to read it again because
Again?
that's
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's go line by line.
That's a lot.
If you're listening to the podcast, I love you. I just want to say that to you.
I love you too.
You're great.
At every single moment, the whole creation is beginning again, stretching the tent, okay? Just imagine that, of the present moment to bursting, the present moment. And the waves that push up through the oceans, and the waves that push up through the stars, and the waves that push upwards through history are the same waves that push up through us, right? And so we have to say yes to time, even though it means speeding forward into memory, forgetfulness, and oblivion, right? So say yes. And say no to time, right? This is the other option. Say no to time. Hold on to what you were or what she was. Hold on to the past, even out of love. And I swear it will tear you to shreds. The universe will tear you to shreds. Yeah, boy. I know you felt that one. I know it. I felt you. I felt you take that one in. What do you get from that?
I don't know. I'm getting like the moment,
Uh-huh.
like being in the moment and
Right.
taking it fully in,
Right.
and like, I don't know, man.
No right answer, dog. It's just
There
how you
isn't.
feel.
Yeah, that's weird. How do you get all these like?
That's from Marina.
You're so. When I think of Marina, I don't think of that.
Marina is fucking deep in this shit.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah, yeah. We watched her play. Shout out.
Yeah,
Babushka.
Babushka was great.
Shout out
It was
Marina
amazing.
Goravaya. They fucking killed it. It was
I
awesome.
know.
That shit was awesome.
I saw it the week before.
Did
so I
you?
don't know if
It was
over
incredible.
by the time y'all saw it, but
Yeah.
it's so cool.
was so good.
So weird. I love it.
What do you get from that little Craig Wright?
I wonder what was different
Oh, shit.
about it. you know?
Yeah. I
Oh, the
don't
play?
know.
Yeah.
Me too, because they said there was a lot of differences.
Yeah.
They said it was different. I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not on air. I don't want to mess with this shit.
I remember we were talking about like let's talk about the play. 'Cause I can't
okay.
describe that quote right
Well, I
now.
want her to describe it.
Can you describe
Well, I
it?
just want to see what she got from it.
Well,
Or what comes out.
I think I like to think I don't hang on to the past, but that's probably not true. 'Cause we all do. But recently, I've tried to change that view of like, because I'm all about women.
Shout out women. just
Shout
period.
out
Shout
to
out
women.
I love women, dude.
Working
Women are the
women.
shit.
Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about like my great grandmother and the people that immigrated here.
Yes.
The play. I was just like, and I just want to hear the stories of like first generation people here. And I was thinking like, oh, that's obviously somewhere in my line. Like who were
Yeah.
those women, and using the past as like those waves, those women felt those waves, and like everything they struggled with put me in the position that I am here now. Like a lot of them lived in Tennessee all their life, but not all of them, and just like
Yeah.
every struggle and mountain they climbed is so that I can be here in New York City, like creating things that I think the world needs to see, and how what that means for the future of like my great-great-granddaughter. Oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
Is like, I'm trying to see the past in more of a like everyone's supporting you, you know? Like everyone is working hard so that you can be in the place you are, not as in like, here's the past, I'm gonna hold on to it, but like the past is trying to move you forward.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know?
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really beautiful way of looking at the past. Like the ancestry, the lineage, and saying like, look at what they've done for you to be in the position you're in today. And like, there's always support there.
Yeah.
There's a wellspring of support there forever.
Right.
Wow. That's really powerful, dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
Instead of seeing it as like the past. Like,
Yeah.
no, dude.
Yeah.
The past is necessary.
Wow. Wow. Erin.
You definitely hear like
EJ.
you definitely hear like both sides of that though.
Yeah.
You know, in like modern times now, of like, I mean, you hear a lot of like millennials and stuff too. You know what I mean? Where parents are like, you know, like I did all this stuff so that you can
It's
do
like
this.
Too much
But then it's
pressure.
like, come on.
Yeah, and you get bummed out. You get like,
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, yeah.
I don't see it as like pressure though.
Yeah.
But I guess it could crush you if you did.
If you let it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. That's beautiful. That's a really beautiful way of
Past
looking.
pushing you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It makes sense.
Totally,
Right?
dude. And I think in terms of like what he was trying to get across in that is the idea that like holding on to unnecessary evils of your past or like missteps or things that you think harm you today. Like thinking about if like not a thought of lineage supporting you, but like a thought of like that fucking guy, the one that got away or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what? Like going back there is going to tear you to shreds. The universe will eventually do that to you. That's something I think is super powerful about what he wrote specifically. When she sent that to me, I was writing the Rose Garden. We were about to do the Rose Garden. Yeah. And I was just like, that's it. Going back to a life like you wanted and can't have and like torn to shreds by the end of the thing. You know what I mean? It's just impossible. Yeah. Hung on to the what could have been is like, that's hell, you know? Yeah. That'll drive you crazy. And then the second you come back here and you're like, got so much. I don't need that. Yeah. That's already gone. It's past and I can't go back. That just strikes me so, it just rings true in so many ways to me. And it's like a healthier way of living, I think, when you're able to let those things go.
Yeah.
You know? If you can. Yeah, sometimes they got their claws in you, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's like that's definitely natural. But I think it's also natural for, I don't know why I thought of like a forest. Like trees have been in this area for a long time, right? Mm-hmm. But like they die and they regrow. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not there forever.
Yeah.
It's the same place.
Fuck yeah. I love that analogy, dude. That's a good one. Damn. You were talking about the play. You want to get into Babushka for a sec?
Babushka, we could talk about it for a while.
Okay.
But I just...
Yeah. We went out. We had a date.
Dude. We got a little dinner.
We had a little dinner. We went and saw Babushka.
Babushka.
That's a great theater. I'd never been
to
to
that.
that.
It is really cool.
It was really
Shout
nice.
out 14th Street Y.
Yep.
Yeah, that was what did you think of the play?
I was really surprised.
Me too.
I definitely, it hit me a lot because the play did deal with like, well, it was like based like Soviet Union, like Russian.
Yeah, anti-Semitism with the Russian Jewish culture.
And it basically described it went through the story of the babushka. Like the grandmother, and what she faced, and like a love that like didn't work out, and due to like that stuff. Yeah, and it just reminded me a lot of things of my great grandma because she's from Poland. Yeah, and like lived kind of during those kinds of times. Yeah, no, it's just really like it was a fresh. Like I haven't seen that before.
Me neither. I've never seen it.
They use like puppets.
Oh man,
and
cool?
It was.
It was like performance art. Yeah. I told them afterwards. I was like, "You said this was a puppet show, and that was misleading because this was a way to tell a story through art that happened to be on people's hands."
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
I thought it was very cool.
I was so moved by that. she spoke about her story in Russian first, and then it rolled into Marina and Irina's characters like translating it for us in their own way, in their own words, and then we watch it play out in the puppetry with the music and like the score and the dude. It was
When they first walk in,
oh my god, it was so cool. I wasn't expecting to be like taken away by this puppetry.
Right, yeah.
I felt like a kid again.
There was one part where Babushka, as the puppet, was ripped apart in three, and I was just like, oh, that's how it feels. You're just so separated when you're heartbroken. Yeah.
She had this moment, dude, where the face of the man that she loved, the puppet, was in front of her and was like slowly dying, right? And Babushka actually is like taking in this moment of like watching the mask like go to the floor. And I was just like, it's still such a hard thing for her to go through.
Yeah.
And then she said this one, I don't know if you caught it, but she said this one little thing that I was like fucking crying when she said it. Because he comes back and spoiler alert, he comes back later in life and like tells her, whatever, and brings her a bouquet, and they experience being in front of each other like much older in life. They missed it, now they're together again. And she said, life was unfair to us. And I saw her struggle to say that. Life was unfair to us. And she sits back down and I was just like, that's the story in a nutshell right there, dude.
Yeah.
Life was unfair to them. And there's no antidote for that. It just happened.
Yeah.
And time passed and like can't go back. When she said it, dude, I could see it was unsettled in her, It rocked me.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was the human thread, I think, that stuck with me. The human thread of the story. Yeah.
Right.
So shout out Babushka.
Big shout out.
Yeah. Let's get into questions for EJ, if that's cool with you.
Let's question it.
Let's question it up. How do you choose a project to work on? That was from Scott Anderson. Shout out Scott Anderson. Thank you for giving us a question.
I love him.
Yeah, Scotty boy.
Well, the criteria is different now because I used to say yes to everything, and I'm proud to say that is not the case anymore.
Boom. That's growth.
That took a lot to get to that point. But I really, now I'll work on a project if it's with people I love. If I know that like the set will be fun and supportive and with great people. Shout out Dave.
We're working together.
We are.
November.
Yeah, we are.
It's our assistant director right here.
That's it. Keep us on time.
Oh God.
But so if I know it's going to be like a creative environment where I will thrive, or if it's something that just like really pinches me in a way that I feel like people have to know this. And usually that's like woman related in some way. Or
is that first read, you know it? First pass through, you're like, I know this is it. This is what I gotta say yes to.
Yeah. And because I am not the best version of myself when I show up to something that I know I like could care less to be a part of.
Of course.
Whether it's paying or not, you're just there and you're like, why? The whole time I'm like, why did I agree to do this? Because it's hard. Working on any project is very hard. Yeah. And if you don't have a reason that's driving you to be there, I'm just gonna be in a bad mood.
And isn't it funny how quick the decision is made? Like that's the scary thing. Is that it's easy to be like, project, got it. What do you think? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. And then that, as fast as I just said it, is as fast as the decision is, but then the process of like what you have to give is so long and takes so much of you to do.
Yeah.
Off of that 1 second, split second, like, oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Or no, not doing it.
Right.
Like you really got to take time and like figure out why.
Exactly.
Yeah. I fucked that up a few times too.
Yeah. And then it sucks because it's like, oh, it might be a cool crew, but this version you're getting of me is not fun for anyone.
I'm not going to serve this much.
Yeah. And like, if I say yes to everything, then I don't get to do the things that I want to do.
Yes.
And that's so hard in this community. Yeah, of course. Because then you just become bitter that like, I'm working on everyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Scott Anderson, for that question. I had so many questions off of that. I just wanted to ask you.
Do it, man.
Okay, so I was thinking of reservations. Like you made this whole thing happen. She produced this entire like few nights of theater where like people you loved and like work that from people you loved like all came together in this theater and like performed together.
Really?
It was a real familial like thing, and when it was unheard of before, we had never done anything like that. We'd done like a scene night, which was nothing like that.
Yeah,
and it's a structural story that has like a beginning, middle, and end. Like, what was it like that kicked up in you? That was like, I'm gonna make this entire thing with all these people happen. Like, what was that? That was years ago.
Yeah. Well, Marina came to me and was like, let's just put something up. I was like, okay. And we were thinking like scene night or something, and then we got to talking, and we started looking at plays at the drama bookshop, and we're like, there's nothing that's like really hitting it. And then I don't know how we got into that it should be set in a restaurant. I think that was like
The whole thing set
towards the end of our ideas. Like that definitely wasn't what we started with, you know?
Yeah.
And then it was just like once, I don't remember who said it, then it was like, oh yeah, then it could be like this, and then there could be a thing between that. And it was like once we hit that idea, everything else flowed out so easily. It was like, this is what's happening, you know? And then we just like made a list of all the people we wanted to work with and made a list of who we could ask to write stuff. And everyone was just so on board. Yeah. And I think it's so fascinating that like we sold out and we made money, and that was not our goal. Like all we wanted to do was put stuff up with our friends, and it's still one of my favorite pieces of theater that we made.
It was so much fun to
do.
It
was so fun.
And we did that for 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it is fun. I mean, that's something I'm saying yes to. Like it's always a pleasure to do.
Yeah, thanks.
Because it's familial. It's like
right. You know you're working with people who are gonna have your back and like gonna respect your opinions if it's like this isn't working, or you know.
It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
I don't know how many did you have about? Like how many was the group?
I want to say like 15-ish probably. I write a mean logistical email.
He does, dude. You're so structured. You're so good with structure. You really are. How have you been like? Were you always like that? You just always were very, very like sound with structure.
Yeah, and I think sorority life helped that a lot.
Shout out sorority.
Shout out A.O. Pi till I die.
Boom. Wow.
A.O. Pi till she dies. Shout out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you're in charge of a ton of girls. Yeah. Like, you got to get it together. Yeah.
Okay, college life got you. Were you partier in college?
I was a dresser-upper because we had all these themed parties, and I love to dress up. Yeah. But I wasn't like a it's funny. It's like, I wonder if you asked someone I went to college with, they would be like, yeah, she partied so hard. Yeah. Or if they would be like, no, she was really responsible. Because I think it's a mix of both. But I was always at the parties because they were always themed, and I loved to dress up.
I could see you like taking care of people.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. More so than you get to like let go. You're taking care of.
Absolutely.
And I feel like you enjoy that.
Yeah. I feel like that has stayed with me for better or for worse. So just like I hit a wall where I'm like, wait, nobody knows what's going on. I need to know what's going on.
I don't want to let go so bad.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
Yeah. Like, it's not safe if we're all there. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So not that big of a dresser up or not partier. Per se.
Yeah.
Not like the
and I love dancing. So I mean they were.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was one of your favorite old songs to dance to?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
I do know. I bet you. I don't know. Let's see.
Is it Zach Brown Band, the Chicken Fried song? Oh my God.
Yes.
You know I like my chicken fried.
Tuesday,
Cold beer on Friday night. When that song would come on, everyone
you just start jamming? Really? Oh man.
That and like apple bottom jeans. It's so like on either side of the spectrum. Like, people love the chicken fried song or any kind of like drop it low apple bottom jeans situation.
Wait, which college you go to?
MTSU in Tennessee.
out.
Shout out.
What's the
Middle Tennessee State
what is their,
University. Raiders. Blue
the Raiders.
Raiders ride
Shout
on
out
to
Raiders.
victory.
Oh wow, dude!
Yeah.
You had a lot of school spirit. You just have
I
spirit.
did. I do. Yeah.
You said at the end of train. I'm all over the fucking place talking.
Gosh, what?
At the end of train. Remember we had that day when I think it was Samantha Molina's idea. When we were like, she had this idea. We're like, it might have been your idea actually. We all write down qualities about each other that we admire.
Oh, that was Marina.
That was Marina's idea.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
yeah.
sorry, Marina. It doesn't sound like a Marina thing, right? It totally was a Marina
But on
thing.
the index cards.
Yeah, on
right?
the index cards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Marina does one. That shows you who Marina is.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
She made us like take these index cards, and we each like had a name. Like one said EJ, and you know we go around the room like writing a few things that we thought we would think about you and like think qualities we loved. And I remember there was one that you shared with me that was like, you just said something to me. I was like, it was so beautiful. It was so, it like struck me deeply. You said like, but it was like, I don't even want to say it on here because it was in the room. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if I say it on the podcast, it may not make sense, but I'll make it like condensed. You're just like, basically like, that my life, like me being around you, reminds you that like there's like a light in the world still, which was really nice to say. I remember when she said that, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But you said it in much more beautiful words and terms. But like I was like, man, that always stuck with me. I never forgot that.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
it was
I'm
a beautiful
glad.
thing to say.
Honestly, every time I talk about you, I'm like, this angel human who gives me hope.
Really sweet of you to say. Yeah,
His name is
something like
Dave.
that. Yeah.
It's like,
That was really nice.
yeah, I don't know how else to
That made me
describe
feel.
you to people.
That made me feel really nice.
Yeah.
You're always very kind to me. Always.
Why would I not?
I don't know. You know, people sometimes aren't so nice. But you're always very kind to me.
Well, you did the work, so you got my respect.
Thanks. We'll go back into the questions. I just wanted to say those things. Okay. What's your latest project? From Aunt Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Shout out Aunt Mary Jane.
Shout out.
Is she in Tennessee? Mary Jane in
She
Tennessee?
is in Tennessee.
Damn.
Yes.
We see you.
Holla holla.
We look a lot alike,
Do you?
apparently,
Okay.
from like her old pictures.
Nice.
I look like Mary Jane, which she looks great now, so
There you
that's
go.
encouraging.
You're good. You're good
Great.
genes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, right now I'm just writing
Okay.
a lot. I got to write about croton plants when I go home, and I got to write
Okay.
about superfoods.
Superfoods. I'm
Yes.
big in. I'm interested in
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Croton
It's
plants. What's a croton plant?
I don't know what that is.
it's a
Croutons?
plant. Crouton.
Crouton plants.
It's leafy, but it has colors to it. It's
Okay.
not a super popular houseplant, but I'm writing about it.
Okay.
And I'm writing some stuff about Santaland.
Oh
I'm
my God! How did we not
excited
talk
about.
about this at all?
Gonna write some cheat sheets about Santaland for people. And
You're looking at the head elf of Santaland, by
this
the way.
is me and Santa.
Every year.
There's a sandal.
You know what? Santa actually just contacted me. This might be my next project because he wrote a thing that he wants to film where Santa is addressing the UN about the need for world peace because so many people truly ask Santa for world peace.
Yeah.
And so he wrote this thing, and this is like how I feel about everything though. I'm like, I want it, like immediately I was like, this has to happen. Like we
Yeah.
have to make this
Yeah,
happen. This
yeah.
is so moving. But I want to make it big.
Yeah,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's so moving.
Oh, I
like,
love that.
if we're going to do it,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like against some wall
Yeah.
where he's just like giving a monologue.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be a movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
That's what I love
God.
about you. You don't. You have such
It's
a strong
gift and
belief.
a curse.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. I bet.
Because if it's not going to be a movement, then I don't want to do
Yeah,
it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
we're not going to be able to get the right people involved to make it happen, then it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah.
That's such a cool quality about you, though, dude. Like you're gonna succeed because of that quality. You don't make like a thing for no reason. When you make a
Right,
thing, you
yeah.
jump all the way into it.
Yeah.
That's a really respectable thing. Like you're not trying to just make something to make it.
Right.
It has a purpose, an artistic vision you have
Yeah.
for it. Your artistic vision is very specific too.
Yes, it is.
And it comes from, I think, the structure and also the care you have about the things you want to make. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
absolutely.
meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we got so much shit to make, Erin.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to say so much, but I'm not. Okay, so that project is on the maybe
Yes,
list.
that will most likely be the next thing.
Okay.
Because that will probably need to happen like
See.
soon
Yeah,
so that it can be released before
Christmas.
holiday.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. You heard it here first, Mary Jane.
Boom.
that's right.
Do you think Mary Jane has smoked from your friend Annie? Has she
No.
smoked Mary Jane?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
My mom and her sister, I think, were pretty prim and proper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Southern Belle types? Like they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Talk about your hustle game. That's not a question, Tori. Shout out Tori Radamanis.
Tori.
We'll say it anyway.
What's up?
Talk about your hustle game.
Well, she said she asked that because I don't work in the service industry. And
Yeah.
that is because I met,
You're a Marie Kondo.
I am a Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
But when I was first starting to act, I met a lady named Kathleen Connery. Shout out Kathleen Connery. She's a retired Broadway actress.
Ooh, wow.
And she told me, do whatever you can to not work in a restaurant. She was like, you're going to experience enough emotional exhaustion and rejection from auditions. Don't also like put yourself in that daily space. And I worked in a restaurant once. I hated it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
That's so
worked for
true.
like a few months at this restaurant that was across the street from my house. And like I met some cool people there. They still hook me up when I go. Like that's great. But otherwise, no.
Yeah.
But I write, I do organization.
Yeah.
I do prop styling.
Yeah.
I just, I
You
work
write-
with kids.
You write for which where do you
Apartment therapy.
Apartment therapy.
And Greatest.
Shout
and
out.
Make It Grateful.
wow.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Big shout
Hell
out.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many ways to make money.
There is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I get frustrated with people who struggle with that. Like, there's a struggle in the balance, of course, of if you're working several jobs, just logistically, that's can be a nightmare. But if you're in something that's draining you, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no need.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think, I mean, everything has been, I worked at Pop Physique, shout out.
Shout out. Pop
Like
Physique.
gym that was paying me nothing hardly, but I was able to like be at a computer and I really only worked like 5 minutes out of the hour because I was front desk. And like for that time in my life, that was great because I could write and like work out for free and that was fine. But then it came to a point where that wasn't worth it for me. And it's like, I need to make more money, period, the end. Buy Pop Physique, hello organizing. Like now
Yeah.
I make
Next chapter.
more money and I'm able to help people make their space beautiful,
Yeah.
which is rewarding for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like when that is done, then I'll move
Next
on to
thing.
something else, you know,
Yeah.
but there's no reason to feel stuck.
That's a great piece of advice. dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
No reason to feel stuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just move.
Just move it along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but rest like
Oh,
the service industry. Oh my,
dude.
I worked at TGI Fridays for 2 years.
Oof.
Not fun.
Oof.
Not right next to a mall.
Oh, wow.
It's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nights like
late-night
people would like
folks.
try to fight.
Oh, I bet.
Oh,
like
for
couples and
sure.
stuff,
I
and, like,
believe it. Oh my
Couples
gosh.
and stuff that are having problems, they like direct that on you, and you're like, you have to take that in now, and you're like,
Oh
I
my
don't want to
gosh.
do this.
Yeah.
You have to show up. It's just awkward to them. Like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
you have to be like, and you just have a spiel. You do every day, every day,
Right.
every day with
Right.
like 100 plus people.
Right.
It's draining.
Yeah.
Gotta be, man.
It's rough.
Yeah.
So I had to go.
Yeah.
Moved it along.
Yeah.
I feel like some people who love who they work with in restaurants, they have it good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where it's like that can be a family and
Yes.
that's motivating. But if you don't,
If you're so.
I felt that, and I think that's usually what keeps people at those
yeah,
jobs.
yeah,
And I remember the one day I sat down like for a shift,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I sat down, and it was like this was like 2 years after I like started. Like I used to work with my brother. He left.
Shout out
Other
Sebastian.
people, big shout out Sebastian.
Big
Love you.
shout out.
But he left. A bunch of other friends left. I sat down, and I like usually sit down for a minute before you clock in.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't know anyone here anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's weird. Adios.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When you realize that, you're like, there's nothing holding me to this.
Yeah.
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 Just get out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get some more questions.
Yeah, I got more questions.
You got more?
Love you, Sebastian.
I'm gonna throw a really quick one.
I'll kiss you on the mouth.
This is me. Whoa, dude.
What happened, dude?
Oh, hey.
What, bro?
Hey, dude.
What happened,
That's
dude?
my brother.
Is that crown molding out there? The lights?
What?
Anyway,
All right.
you want to read a question? We got another one.
Offers on the table, Sebastian.
Go ahead.
Favorite Halloween candy. Boom.
Ooh.
What's up? I'm gonna throw it down.
Reese's.
Oh, same.
Done.
Same.
Done.
Same.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong though?
What?
Have you tried like a sunflower cup?
What is a sunflower
What does that
cup?
mean?
Like sunflower seed butter cup?
No.
No.
I'm gonna be real bougie right now. But it's a lot better.
Where do you get
Right?
sunflower seed?
They're
We're
everywhere.
not from
They're
the
everywhere.
place you're
They're
from.
everywhere. No, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
What brand
I'll bring.
makes
I'll
that?
bring you guys one. I'll bring you
I
guys one.
want one.
Me
They're
too.
really good.
I bet I would
It's
like
like
it.
legit. Oh man,
Sunflower
it's
butter cup?
Yeah.
good, dude.
How do you make sunflower butter?
So
I
is
don't
it
know, dude.
is it crunchy?
No,
It's sunflower.
it's like peanut butter, but made out of sunflower seeds,
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
and it's like good chocolate.
Is it
on the outside.
creamier?
Maybe not. It's not. It's not like processed. So like I don't know. It feels like you're eating a better thing.
It's
Interesting.
richer?
Okay.
A little richer,
Okay.
and the chocolate's better quality. Oh man,
Okay.
I like it.
We didn't
I'll
have
get you
what
guys. I'll get you guys
Yeah,
one.
sounds
I'll get you
great.
guys one.
We had a.
I'm sorry to step you up like that.
We were in
Yeah.
the streets, bro.
Appreciate
We were
that.
in the streets. We had to just have Reese's and that's
I was
it.
digging up Reese's from the ground. I never really liked Halloween when I was younger because I don't like candy.
Dude, you want to get into it? That's my least favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. There's something about I'm such a Grinch with Halloween for some reason. There's something about.
You'd be a great elf, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Got the heart.
Hook me up.
Yeah.
Get me in Sandalin. Something about like the smell of like the Halloween makeup, the rubber of the suit, the
Yeah.
masks.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know who everyone is. I hate being scared.
Yes.
It's just everything about it
It's
was
like
just
one
like
of the only times I've been scared in New York was my first Halloween here. And
Really?
people were
Oh,
like walking
it's
around wearing masks, and I was
crazy.
just like, I don't. If something happens, I wouldn't be able to identify them. I think also when you're a kid, there's so many scary stories about like don't eat the
yeah.
candy that people
Yeah,
give
the
you because
razor
it
blades
might
and
have
the-
needles in
Yeah,
it.
really?
What?
Yeah, you never heard
Dude,
that?
Halloween was
Oh my
fun for me. as a
gosh,
kid.
there were so many scary stories.
Maybe your sunflower peanut butter.
Yeah.
cup
Hey, no,
or
dude. I
fucking-
was a normal kid back then. I was a normal kid back then. I would get my pillow sack, dude, and I'd go
Yeah.
get door to door, dude.
Fill that up.
Get the rich neighborhoods.
Would you fill it to the
Nice.
top?
No, dude.
That's a lot of candy. Dude. That's a lot of
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah,
You see people. See
Yeah,
some kids.
yeah. Some kids are
Can't do
vicious.
that, dude.
it's true.
That's why I'm fat.
Some
man.
kids come back twice, loop around. I'm like, I've seen you
That's
before.
messed
man.
up.
I've seen. I know what you're
Have
doing.
you ever grabbed the bowl though and just been like,
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's bad karma, man.
Yeah, no way.
You've done that.
Is it bad?
You just ruined Halloween for like 20 other kids. Favorite Halloween candy? What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Oh man,
You gotta answer.
I like the Three Musketeers.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
It's airy. It's light.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm on a diet.
He's on a diet. He's on a diet. How's your diet going?
Airy. I'm doing good.
Yeah?
I'm feeling good.
What's
Yeah.
your diet?
I'm just trying to lose weight, eat better, because I was kind of just letting everything go. You know,
Yeah.
because I didn't care.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing like one
you're
meal
back-
a day.
you're back on-
water, a lot of water.
You're back on the market.
Oh.
You're
mean?
you're ripe for the picking at the market, dude.
Oh, hello.
I mean, maybe in a couple of weeks.
And I know who's listening right now, and I know who's.
Oh.
Whoa.
And I'm saying
You know who?
you're ripe for the picking.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Pick him.
saying?
Pick him.
So
Catch me on the orchard, on a
Hello.
cherry tree.
round,
Cherry tree.
round. He is single, ladies.
Hello.
He likes
Crawl up-
sunflower
Crawl up,
buttercup.
crawl up the tree, crawl up the
He knows
bush.
the nice candy.
Yeah.
Fancy. Crawl up my butt.
You were good. You were a good date Saturday, dude. You were good, bro.
Oh.
I'd go out again. I would recommend, dude.
Sweet.
All right.
I highly recommend 5 stars.
What's the
5
next one?
stars for this.
What's the next question? Then?
Next question. Okay, from Tori again. Favorite crafty snack on set.
Oh, that was from Anna.
That was from Anna.
Wow,
Yes.
dude, that's messed up.
Sorry.
Yo, Anna.
Anna. No, Anna asked.
No, Anna definitely asked crafting
Oh,
because
okay.
she
Towards the City Pup song.
is an on-set hairstylist in Tennessee, so she knows about the good crafting.
Okay, so what is your favorite crafty snack?
You know what I like? First of all, I gotta get a breakfast burrito. I was on set the other day. I was standing in for an 8-year-old blonde-haired boy. And they were walking me to set and they were like, do you want breakfast? And I was like, yeah, I want a breakfast burrito with avocado. And they like walkie-talkied it. And the guy walkie-talkied back and he was like, the kid wants avocado? He was like, not the kid, the adult that's standing in for the kid would like avocado. Yes. But that's what I like. Love to get that for breakfast. But
avocado in the breakfast burrito? I gotta try that.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm an animal on crafty though, because I like never buy junk food. So
when it's like Christmas morning.
Like,
it's like
chips, I never buy chips.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Lay's potato chips, what a treat. Like, it's so dumb, you know?
Yeah, dude.
But I also love when they come around like halfway. There's just so much food.
There's so much food.
Like halfway between breakfast and lunch, they have these like tiny smoothies or tiny little like ceviche. It's always like fancy stuff. Like, yes,
Gazpacho?
I want that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll have that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of faves.
Eat everything.
Yeah, dude.
It's so good.
I don't know. I stay away from like a lot of the crafty, to
I
be
bet
honest.
you do.
Yeah. A lot of the, I'll hit like a nice
Self-disciplined.
Nutri-Grain bar once if I'm hurting.
Yeah.
I'm big on the coffee.
Yes.
I'm big on the coffee.
Yes.
They're very good about coffee.
Yeah, it's true.
That's like essential.
Yeah.
You need the coffee on a set.
Absolutely.
More so than water, I would say. It's weird. So coffee, Nutri-Grain bar, granola, huge.
Yes.
I love when they have granola and like fruit and yogurt.
Yeah.
That's like my
Fruit,
shit.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Slice up a banana, like I'm set. Favorite faves.
It's good.
Give me a Ritz cracker.
Ritz crackers.
That's it.
I love a Ritz cracker. I'm not gonna hate.
You can't hate on a good Ritz.
No.
They're so good. They're so good. What's in them, dude? They're just so good.
Chemicals, man.
Yes. So, are we getting a City Pup song, or we letting that go?
We gotta let that go. I need my guitar.
Okay.
Aw, we have a piano here.
Ding, ding, ding. Well,
can play the piano.
I'll give you a little heads up. It's like, I am a city pup. I take 2 naps a day. And then on the verses, like the naps go up. In my studio apartment till it's time to go out and play. Then what do I do? And all the kids are like, then I go, ruff, 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 my tail goes wagging. And like everyone's doing it with me. And it's so fun.
Oh
like,
my God.
The kids love to ruff, ruff, ruff and wag their tail. And then they like start running around. And then it goes back to quiet. Like, I am a city pup. I take 5 naps.
Oh,
a day,
5 naps.
you know?
A day. Okay.
And then like it's just crazy on the
It's
chorus.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to hear this.
It's so fun.
You got to send us a clip of you doing it.
Okay, I will.
And we'll put it up.
Wait, where do
will.
you do this?
For kids, like music classes. Yeah. Or like
kids.
birthday parties. Yeah. City pup songs.
Do you listen, bro? So when she's talking?
There's a lot of different terms, man. City pup. I don't know. Crafty. I'm like, I'm trying to listen to everything.
Disrespecting my
I'm not.
guests, dude.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's good. It's good.
If you weren't actors, what would you be and why? From the lovely Lena. Love you.
Lena.
What would you be and
Shout
why?
out.
Shout out.
That's hard. Y'all go first.
If you weren't an actor, Mike, what would you be and why?
Can I have like anything? That
Yeah, you can be
probably like a
president.
musician or something.
Yeah. If you weren't a musician, what would you be and why? You'd be a musician? Is that what you're saying? If you
I'd
weren't
just be like a pianist.
a pianist.
Yeah, just go in
Really?
piano. Yeah.
Nice.
Is this like passion kind of thing, or
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like job, like whatever? Because I don't know.
You'd pick piano for real?
Yeah, probably. If I could start it all over, dude, I'd do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Nice.
think so.
Why am I having a hard time with this?
Why do you mean?
As I never
the
heard.
piano.
No, but I never thought. We never talked about that.
I always wanted to learn an instrument growing up. You know that.
Yeah, that I know.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like piano is just a very like. It's been around for so long.
Uh huh.
It's very historical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also with like, connections back to like Poland.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, wow.
And like I don't know, I remember like going there and like when I was younger, I'd go into like churches and you hear like organ stuff playing and like that kind of music. I don't know. I just had that feeling in me.
Wow. Why don't you fucking start getting into piano?
Well, I'm trying, dude.
You got one right here.
I know. I play it sometimes.
You're a
Do you
man of
take
mystery,
lessons?
dude. You don't talk. You don't tell me.
I don't
nothing.
talk a lot.
Wow. I'm
He's just
shocked.
I'm
gonna
trying,
bust out
dude.
when
I'm
he's
trying to
a
learn.
Yeah, no,
That's what I want to
genius.
do.
You
Yeah.
just want to bust out with that.
Yeah.
Dude, I
I want to be the guy at the airport.
and just start playing the piano. You do not want to be the guy there. No, but that's really dope. Send like some piano pieces, and if you're listening to this,
Daniel always hooks me up.
does he?
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
Daniel's
he plays.
huge.
He plays.
Shout out Daniel.
Yeah. I'll talk to him about it.
Okay.
Word.
Thanks for letting me know. It's just a new thing I didn't know about you.
Well, what about you?
If I was an actor, would I be and why?
Trucker?
Yeah, trucker. Is it if it's aspirational thing? If it's not like a what would I probably do? What would I like to do?
Yeah, it's aspirational.
It's aspirational. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably poetry.
Yeah.
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 I see that.
I like to
100%.
write poetry.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that like makes me feel fulfilled after I express it, similar to acting.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
How about you, EJ?
I feel like it's hard because I want to say, like, obviously I would want to write or I would want to do like art direction on sets, but then that doesn't seem like the right answer. Like, if we're not looking at the entertainment industry
Got you.
at
This is
all,
different.
you know
Yeah,
what I
this is
mean? It's
different.
like if we're totally pivoting, then
Can I change my answer?
Yeah, now I'm
you
like-
shifted the whole paradigm. here.
well, I don't know. It's
No,
just
no,
like the
I'm
way
kidding, I'm
I'm
kidding, I'm
thinking.
kidding.
I wanted to be a doctor and do like Doctors Without Borders. And I just feel like no matter what, I want to feel like I made the world a better place. And I feel like if that's not emotionally healing someone, then I would like to physically heal someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaving the world better than you found it. I mean, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, man. You know, asking a bold question now. We're going to go there.
Uh-oh.
We're going there.
What?
I don't do this to everybody.
Okay.
EJ.
I'm ready.
I just love you.
Okay.
What do you think the purpose that we're here is? Like us being here, born into this world where we have so many challenges and we go through our own growing process and we're brought to our knees and then we choose to stand up or not. Like, what do you think the purpose of this all is? If you could boil it down, I know it's such a fucking broad question, but like just off your heart, what would you say it is?
I mean, I think the purpose has to be to make life easier for other people, like in whatever that means, whether you leave a legacy, whether you create a project that like inspires and changes people, whether you yourself like make connections and relationships with people that like leaves them better or eases their pain in some way. I feel like it has to be just to make life easier for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Mm-hmm. What do you think we're here for?
I think it's the exact same. I mean, it's like I'm looking in a mirror. That's how exactly how I feel. I feel like I know, only speaking through my lens, like I know when I do something from a place of trying to help my brother or sister, like I know I feel fulfilled in my work. Like I know I feel like I'm of service. And then the of service thing is like purposeful to me. I think that's the purpose of us all being here is like the journey's going to be tough for everybody. Everybody's going to go through something terrible. And it's just by nature. Just it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the actions we take to like express and to take care of each other and to reach out and to like be there for each other actually, like to listen, just listening to another person is therapeutic and like helpful. And like, I don't know. That is exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I think the purpose we're here is to take care of each other.
Right. And
I
that
don't know
doesn't mean
why.
being a doormat. I feel like that took a while for me to learn of like, you have to know what you offer in that, you know, and that doesn't mean just like letting everybody do whatever they want, but it's like, I know that I can give this, so I'm going to give this out of a place of hoping that it will help someone in some way.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also like it's living for yourself, but for others.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like out of your innermost self. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's tough because I agree with like most of that.
Yeah.
Like all of it.
Yeah.
But then I think I'm like, but essentially, you're with yourself when you're like, you're alone when you're, you're
That's a
dead.
good point, bro.
Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, that's as far as I got,
Well, it's a something to think about.
Yeah. So I think trying to figure out it, maybe doing stuff like for other people is that fulfillment that you'll get.
Right.
That'll make that fulfilling for your own path.
Right.
But you're saying you're essentially alone.
Yeah.
By like we are.
So let's say
alone.
what you think when you're actually like old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's the same sort of fulfillment you'll think of.
Yeah. I think if you look at the science of like the biology of being what we are, it's wild because like when we are alone and we maybe by choice or by like we've been put in a cell, let's say, and you're in solitary, right? Like you go crazy.
Yeah.
You
Right.
lose your sense of reality, right? Life becomes unmanageable by our biology. We just can't quite understand that. But the second we're together, not always, but you feel the quality of feeling less alone in life basically across the board. You can say like, I'm trying not to speak for everybody, but I'm just being very general. Your quality of life goes up.
Yes.
Physically.
Yeah.
Your friendships actually do make you feel better. Relationships do make you healthier, like physically. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking from biology.
Let me ask you
standpoint,
this. Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's say you can live a life where, let's say the things that you think you need in life, you
Yeah.
know, like let's say a family, you have
Yep.
someone that you love, someone that loves you.
Yep.
You have a shelter, you have a home.
Yep.
You can live day to day. You're not struggling. You know what I mean? It's just, you're having a comfortable, easygoing life,
Okay.
but that's it.
Fair.
Would you rather have that, or would you rather have something struggling, but you'd have like a passion?
That's
You
a
know
great
what I mean?
question.
And you're working towards that, and you can't really have everything. You know what I mean? And there's that kind of exchange. You're letting up one thing, to make something else possible,
Yeah.
right?
That's a great question, man. That's a great question. It has a lot to do with time, right? That plays a part in it.
Because you think like a lot of people say like the goal in life is like, or like the American dream. It's like you come here and you start a family, you provide
work,
for them,
yeah.
and you live, and you can live.
Yeah, you
right?
live and then
that's it.
That's your life. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But
I think it
there's
goes back
struggle
to,
in that too.
Yeah, there is struggle. Absolutely. But you're insulated is what you're saying.
Yeah.
From most of the hardship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The chasing a passion
Right.
is a toughish road.
Mm-hmm.
They're both struggles though. They're both struggles.
I just think for us at this point, it's like giving up that passion isn't really like an option. In a way, you know?
Yeah.
It's like not what we want.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Just something to think about.
Yeah. How about this? This is fucking nuts. I love this podcast. This is going great. What about? I'm gonna express one thing that I feel.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
So with acting, when I found acting, like the way we were taught it, and why I think I fell in love with it is the slivers of time. You realize what a moment is.
Yeah.
You learn what a moment is.
Right.
And I think life it becomes when you're living in a way that's you're not aware of the moments as they're happening. They become very like they come, they go, and it seems like it's forever. But a moment, like a sliver of time that you can really dive into and say like, oh, I realize the importance of this because it's only happening one time and it's dying as it's happening in front of me. I'm like, I want to hold it.
Yeah.
And I want to experience it for a longer time. And it almost freezes. Like it goes on forever in this moment, but it's dying it's like sand going through your hands. Yeah. And you can admire it and like take it in and watch it. And that last sand grain is going to go through. And I remember like, that's something I connected to with acting and the quality. I want my quality of living to be more like that, where the moments become highlighted and like, they're all significant. Each moment is significant in its own, Like with the audition, we had that big audition at the actor studio.
We did.
And it was fucking cool because like I felt the weight of the experience of the moment I was living with, the people I was living it with.
Yeah.
And it was so meaningful to me that I was like, oh, this will be with me forever, even though it's gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
It was timeless and fleeting at the same time. I don't know how, it's hard to put into words, man, but you realize the significance of a moment and you're like, I feel so grateful for the thing I'm experiencing right now, even though it's gone as soon as I blink my eyes.
Right.
You know, I know the significance of what I've lived or I'm living, and who I'm living it with, the sharing.
Right.
That really, that means a lot to me. That's the quality I want to live my life with throughout, if I can make that happen.
Right. Because you're in it fully.
True.
And like we put ourselves fully in these imaginary play moments.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, of course I want to be just as full, if not more, in those real life moments. Yeah.
And maybe it's too much, and maybe we'll die if we do that like all the time. Like we're always like, you know what I mean? But like I do.
I don't think we'll die from that.
Maybe not. Yeah. But I do like clocking in and being aware of it,
Yeah.
you know, reminding myself like that's the quality, that's the lens I want to be taking life in with as much as I can, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hate it too, but love it. You know, the fleetingness of it is tough, but then that's also the beautiful part of it. Like I'll never have that moment again.
Right.
I'm just never gonna have that moment again.
Exactly.
It means so much to me though that I had it at all, and if I never have it again, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I lived it. I loved
it's like
it.
an answered prayer. I don't know. When you think where you are versus like what you wanted 3 years ago, it's like, I'm living it.
Yeah.
I'm auditioning for the Actors Studio. I have this podcast where we're like talking about quality things with people. Like I am married, you know? Not me. I'm talking about Tim. But
Single?
Yeah, single.
Single.
So,
But yeah, right. Hello.
Hey.
But you know, everything that like you wanted, it's constantly happening. And like you have to take that in and be grateful for that, because we're living in the things that we've asked for.
Oh, that's so true.
We are.
And it's in different ways than we ask them to happen.
Yeah.
But it's still happening.
But it's happening.
Yeah.
And you have to like take note.
Oh, man.
Yes, you know?
What a beautiful way to live a life, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to live any other way, Mike. I don't. I do
do
not.
it.
I mean, I hit him up and I was like, dude, I'm spiraling. I need to call you and like, just can you come to work and just talk to me? And Mikey showed up.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like talk me off the ledge.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I don't want this to be my life anymore. Like, I'm afraid of the future. I'm afraid of what I've done. Like, did I take wrong steps? Like, all kinds of shit was going through my mind.
Yeah.
Am I doing the wrong thing? And Mikey showed up.
Yeah.
And you shared. And like, it took me out of the dark. But if I was alone in that cell, I would have went fucking crazy. So it goes back to what you said about us taking care of each other.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
for sure, dude.
It meant a lot to me that you
Got
did that.
home after work, dude. And Dave's like, I'm like, all right,
He went all the way
I'll
home
go.
after work
Yeah.
and then like came back to work to like
I'll go.
hit me, like, you know, be there for me. So it meant a lot that you did that,
Yeah.
actually.
For sure, man.
And I won't forget it. I mean that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Here, let's blast through some more questions. We got to
Damn,
blast
dude,
through.
I just want to keep talking to you about
We're
this
almost at
stuff.
2 hours, dude.
Are we?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
No, we're
God.
not. No, we're not. Are we?
Yeah. All right, we got a question from Eric. Eric Lamel.
Oh,
That we had.
Shout out,
boy.
That we
Eric.
had.
Eric,
man.
love you, dog.
Yeah.
He said, if you were stuck on an island with one song for the rest of your life,
Oh my
what would
God.
it be?
Oh my
Huh?
God. That's so hard.
That's tough.
Wow.
That's so
Wait.
hard.
Okay.
That's really tough,
It's gonna be
right?
tough, dude.
That's super hard.
I think I have one, but it's
Say it, dude. Whatever comes to mind first.
Fancy Reba McEntire.
keep going, girl. Reba. I think Patience by the Lumineers. I would choose.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have one. Oh my God. Wait, what am I doing?
You pushed us. You pressed us.
Oh, man.
Say it.
Oh, no.
One forever. One on that island. Reba over and over.
Yeah. It's like I want to say Wide Open Spaces, but then I would hate it, you know, just on the circumstance of being on an island.
Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. I
One,
can't
dude,
think of
you gotta-
anything.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it rip. Think of.
What's your gut
Don't
reaction?
even think. Don't think.
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
If it's a national anthem,
Get out of
that's
here.
okay.
Look out here. No, get out of there. Get out of there, dude. look around.
Forrest Gump, Frank Ocean.
Bang.
Nice.
There it is. I love that song.
Nice.
Good choice.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right.
That's great.
I got more questions. Do you have Is there
got
more?
one more.
Okay.
This one's. Danny gave us a pretty chunky one.
Oh.
He said, "Is improving yourself daily more valuable than actually reaching the goal you're working towards? And if so, how does your daily focus change?"
One more time.
Ooh.
One more time.
Is improving your daily, improving yourself daily more valuable than actually reaching the goal you're working towards?
I think that the one hand washes the other with that, right? I think you improving yourself on the daily will bring you to that goal that you set. No?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
that
think
makes sense.
it's kind of like what you talked about with Irina of like if you get the thing before you put in the work to get the thing, then it's like I'm not ready or I don't appreciate
not ready for it. Yeah.
You can't skip the work.
Yeah.
You can't skip the prep.
I think the daily self work, if you,
It's gonna get there.
Yeah, that will bring you to the place you want to go. If that's maybe in a different way than you expect, but like,
sometimes you don't think like what you're doing. Like let's say like waking up, on time or something. That's putting you towards the goal.
Bed every day.
It could be any little thing.
Yeah.
You forget.
They say that like making your bed every day is like a big deal.
I make my bed every night.
I knew it. I knew that. I knew that.
You know what? My parents never made me make my bed.
Really?
So this structure thing is just something it's in
mine. It is all mine. No one ever told me to make my bed. But I think it can also be a control freak thing of like, if everything goes wrong today, one thing worked and it was my bed was beautiful and I will come home to a beautiful bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I think it's such a cool thing to do.
Sometimes I come home and like I didn't do it in the morning.
Yeah.
And like my mom would do it. I'm like, man, I suck.
Dude, I know it kills me too.
suck.
On the days I do it, I'm like, yep, that's a good start.
Yeah.
I feel good. And I'm coming back home to a made bed.
Right.
Yep.
And that feels good too.
I've literally
Exactly.
decreased the amount of sheets I have to one and one pillow, and I still can't make my bed.
Oh my gosh. That's awful.
So that's not good.
that's not a good sign.
I just have to go like this.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple
even
act
do
of
it.
that. It's that's an esteemable act. That's
Well,
like
now I'm gonna do it.
you got to do it
I'm
now.
gonna do
Yeah.
Let's tally that.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows now.
Tally that.
Let's tally
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows now, so I have to do it.
I think we had more questions. Hold on. Okay. What are you being for Halloween? Tori Radamanus again?
Ooh. We're going to the Hitchcock Halloween party.
What is that?
I got nothing, dude.
You got nothing?
I got nothing, dude.
Go ahead.
We're going to the Hitchcock Halloween party at McKittrick's, so everybody has to dress up from a Hitchcock movie. And my friend group that's going, we're all wearing like Hitchcock characters in pajamas.
That's
So
fun as hell. That's
yeah,
really
I
cool.
think I'm gonna be Grace Kelly
Damn.
in her like white nightie.
Yes.
I gotta find the right one.
All right.
But yeah,
All right. All right.
what are
That's really
y'all
good.
gonna be?
Dude, I don't know. I'm just again Halloween Grinch.
I think I'm working.
I gotta think of a really
I
good
gotta
one.
show up to work though, dressed up.
You probably
Yeah, you do.
Last year I was baby driver, dude. I was baby.
You were
Oh
baby?
my gosh,
No way.
that's adorable.
You didn't know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know.
I love
Maybe we weren't
that.
friends then.
That was a great
We were
movie.
friends then. What are you gonna be this year?
I don't know.
Give me
man.
suggestions.
Yeah.
Give me a suggestion.
Dave could be an elf.
You and Lena, be an elf. You and Lena should do a couple's costume.
Like what kind?
I don't know.
Yo, Lena.
Anything.
I just can't imagine her doing it. Be pissed.
Should be pissed.
I don't know.
Just for dressing up. I fucking hate this. Stupid.
Oh man.
I want a cool one, man. I don't want to. You know what I wanted to be and I never was.
What?
This was when Narcos was hot. Remember Narcos?
I loved Narcos.
I wanted to be Pablo Escobar so bad in a fucked up way. Like I wanted to have the belly. I wanted to grow out the mustache.
Yeah.
I wanted to I wanted to do that whole deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to speak in Spanish, like broken Spanish. I wanted to do the whole thing. I never did it. Now it's too late. Now Narcos is out.
You could still do it.
You should.
The
Because
polo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That would
You
be
should
great.
do
Yeah.
from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I didn't see the movie. I didn't see the
I
movie.
don't know.
I didn't see the movie.
I forgot the name of the character, but you got to do it.
Bruce Lee? No, I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Anyways.
What are you doing, dude?
Anyways. I heard he was in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna be? You should be.
It's gonna put a garbage bag on me.
You
That's what I'm
should
gonna do.
be. Cat in the Hat, dude. You should be the Cat.
Dr.
in the Hat,
Seuss?
dude. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Tail. Hat.
Okay.
You should be.
Great.
You be Tata. I'll be Pablo Escobar, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down.
I think that's the way to go.
All right.
We'll roll around with each other.
Okay.
You gotta post
And I'll be
for
like,
that.
Tata. Está bien? And you'll be like, sí.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Am I like a baby?
Yeah. No, you just have
No.
the high pitched voice.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Like a
That fits
woman.
me.
Well, you should make that our like meme
Okay.
for this episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything new that you're in from Tennessee or that you're working on from Tennessee from Lauren?
From Lauren.
EJ wants to tell you, Lauren.
Yeah. Well, all of my like sketch comedy videos are on YouTube actually.
What do we look up?
The Like Butter
The Like Butter.
YouTube channel.
Okay, Like
Yeah.
Butter YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know what things are so delayed in what comes out. But I did these Condé Nast like exercise videos.
Okay.
But they're funny. They're
Uh-huh.
like asking a bunch of different people one by one, like do a burpee, and then they have someone come in at the end and be like, "This is actually how you
Oh,
do,"
okay.
it, you know,
Okay.
or like do this dance move, and then they have someone come in, and then also with them, they had a person from every state, and I was their Tennessean,
Oh.
and they asked like.
I've seen these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they're like slow. They're still releasing some because they just like release them
Yeah.
every now and then. But they would ask us questions, and like it was really hard to try to know what they were talking about because they were like, "It's a seafood that has claws, like a crab." They were
Crab.
trying to get me to say crawdad because like some people call it
Oh,
crayfish,
okay.
but like they didn't want to tell you the word to use.
Okay.
Because they
What the
wanted.
hell's a crawdad?
It's like a little seafood thing from
crawfish?
Louisiana.
I never heard of- oh, it's crawfish.
Yeah, but they were trying, like the
no one wants to
joke
crawl
is
it.
that everybody like calls it
Slang.
something
Yeah,
different,
yeah.
so they didn't want to tell you what to call it,
Got you.
so that they can like montage it
Yeah.
together. But I feel like
Yeah.
so much of it, I was just like, "What, a crab?
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have any of those things that you say that are like you're unaware you say them, but then somebody stops you and says, "What did you say?"
Yes.
What would one of those be?
What there's
Or a
one-
phrase.
Yeah, there's one specific. Like I say, fixing too. But
Fixing too.
I
Okay.
say
I like that one.
I want to say it's like whatchamacallit, but there's definitely some
That's Jersey right there.
thing that I use. Oh, I can't think of it right now, but that people always call me out on.
Really?
Yeah. Like thingamajig. It's something that's like not a real word that I use in regular
Got
conversation.
you.
Like,
Got you.
what?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just started. I thought of. We're gonna be here for a while. I thought of fixing it, like fixing too.
Yeah.
And I thought we did Lone Star and Laundry and Bourbon together.
Oh,
Totally
yeah.
forgot about that whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
That we did that together.
That was fantastic.
I don't even know how to. We did play together.
Yeah.
Not
It's
really.
so fun playing a trashy Southern woman.
Oh my god.
Dream roles.
I want to.
Trashy Southern people.
That was fucking great
Year
watching you
round.
guys do that.
It was so fun.
We got to watch you like once
yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Because it was a play where like there's two sections, 3 women, and then like the next section is 3 guys. And we saw one rehearsal, like
Yeah.
one show
wow.
run of
Yeah.
you guys doing it. It was fucking great. In like 105-degree studio
Oh my God,
space
so high.
in the middle, in the dead of summer, dude.
Really?
It was Texas. It was like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And Jim like decked Dave. My dad still is like, when I'm talking about Dave, he'll be like, the one that Jim hit.
Really?
Yes.
You watched
That
that.
Dave.
You watched that. The show from the back, no?
Yeah.
What did it look like to you when he
That he was beating you up.
he was?
Yeah.
He was. I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
He ripped me. He got me. Shout out, Jim.
Shout out Jim.
Thanks, dude.
But like you were in it.
Yeah. I just didn't want to sack because
I know.
we had 0 fucking time,
I
dude.
know.
We ran out of time, and he's like, "All right, dude." He won't mind me saying this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my right hand on your shoulder. Yeah, I'm like, you're not gonna do a fucking thing like
Yeah,
that because we're not like this is we don't
It
have
was
time.
like the worst when he was hitting you with the cap because at some point he like took the cap and it was like there's no way you can fake that.
It's like a puppy dog.
I might if I'm really trying to believe that
bad.
you fight called your punches, but like the hat slapping someone and hearing that sound is like that's real. There's no
It's
way.
whipping. Yeah,
that's
it was
not.
tough. But it was great.
real.
It was like
I mean, it was a great play.
the moment was honest
It
because
was
he
real.
was really hurting me, and it was I asked him to, which is fucking hard to get to that point where you're like, I know you're gonna
Just do
you got to
it.
do this to
Yeah.
me, man. You're gonna feel better, and he's like, I don't want to, and then whap whap whap.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what we remember. Shout out, Dad.
Shout out.
I'm okay, Dad. The
Yeah.
bruise is healed.
Oh
I'm good.
my
The rib's
God.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a little it's floating, but it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's all of our questions.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah.
EJ,
What?
EJ.
how you feel now on the other side of
I
this
feel
journey
great.
we've just taken?
This
it.
is great.
This is it.
Yeah.
You are here.
What do you want to leave us with? What's one thing you want to leave us with, me and Michael?
All the pressure.
No pressure. There's no pressure. It could be anything. You said so many poignant things today.
Yeah,
Or
a lot
maybe,
of good
how about
things.
this? Not me and Michael. What's one thing you would tell a young EJ like
That's
girl
always good.
that's going through the process of like
gosh.
maybe being in Tennessee or someone that's in a place where they don't feel like they belong and they're like somewhere they want to go, whatever, something that you would have experienced that you would like to have heard.
I just want to tell her that you don't have to be perfect because you're building on what you're doing right now. Like right now is not the final piece.
Yeah.
Like everything you're doing is building towards something. So don't be so hard on yourself when it's not perfect immediately.
Boom.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better be listening,
Wow.
young EJ.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Well said, Erin. EJ.
You were so close.
Yeah.
But you missed.
That was like twice the whole podcast, right? It wasn't that
You
bad.
did good. You did good.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's a lovely thing to say. I want my sisters to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really beautiful thing to say. Coming from a strong woman like yourself,
Boom.
Thanks.
that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I hope they hear that. And I'm going to make them hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
this
we're
is
here.
it. This is the end.
At the end of the
I'm
road,
sorry.
the end of the
It's
moment.
good.
The moment's, and it's sunset.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just closing up slowly.
Love that.
Do you wanna plug anything?
Yeah, anything to
EJ?
plug like butter? What do we plug?
Butter.
Yeah.
We got a
Instagram,
big thing we're gearing up
socials.
for me and you.
What?
Ooh.
November, girl.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Us three, actually.
We have that.
We got a big thing to gear
Yeah.
up
Let me know
You're
what I'm doing.
involved.
Yeah, yes. You know what?
You're involved.
Yeah.
I guess people can follow me, ej.sunshine.
On
And I
the
try
gram.
to- on the gram.
Yes.
All the links.
Yes.
In the description.
Oh, ejcreates.com.
ejcreates.com?
is also my work portfolio.
Okay.
But I try to be good on Instagram about things that are like currently happening.
Okay, good.
I really try
Great.
to use it as like a business platform.
Yes.
Like what's coming out, what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get at EJ on Instagram,
Yeah.
and we'll put the links below.
All the links are in the description.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you, Michael.
Boom. Thank you. And thank you
Great.
guys so much for
I'll handle that.
stopping it. Oh.
I'll handle that.
Whoa.
Dave's
right.
handling it.
Go ahead.
I'm
Great.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll turn your mic down, right? Well, guys, we're gonna close it up. Thanks so much for listening, watching, wherever you are. The podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube with the video, Anchor.fm, everywhere you can find podcasts.
So many places.
www.youareherepodcast.co. We could not afford the M. Oh boy. Check out EJ. All the links are in the description. Thank you guys so much. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
Hey, my name's Dave, and I love y'all.
EJ, love you.
I love leaving it out.